Okay, technology.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
What up, though, YouTube? Welcome back to Luke G's Field Review. We are going to be getting this thing popping. We got a lot to talk about, so let's get it going. All right, people. Today we have. Why is this thing still doing sound back?
What up? What up, though? What up?
What up,
Oh,
though?
you know what? I know what the problem is. Hold on.
You had it on repeat.
Yeah, I know what's going on. My apologies, people. My apologies. Welcome to Luke G's Field Review. We are here together, as always, at the round table with the Gridiron Blitz, the man himself, Derrick P. Fields. What up, though?
What up, though? I got that Ethernet cable, man. I'm ready to go.
Listen, we can tell you ain't choppy this time. And then we have the Noble Sports Entertainment, the king of breaking news himself, Mr. TA. What up, though?
What up, though? Let's get it popping.
All right. Now, 313 J-Mo will be on probably a little bit later, or he may have to miss it. Just no telling. But he's not on at the moment, but he is here in spirit. So we're going to represent that for him as well. Now, let me do my little quick house mail because you know I got to go and talk about the people in the chat. So let's get it going. We got Nicholas in the building, Technical Jeff. We got Mr. Troxel Sports Talk himself. We got Will Dirks. We got Jimmy, Bug Spray, Andrew, Isham. We got Peace and Quiet. We got Sheldon, McCrae, General G. Berry. We got Pride Time B. Well, that's extremely loud.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
That was for J-Mo, man. That was for
Get it
J-Mo.
popping like we get it
Yeah,
popping.
nah, that was way too loud. That was like beyond loud. But we get it. Then we got the baby suplex. We got Pride Time B up in the bit. We got Sean Parker, brown hair, blue eyes, George Morgan, and we got Josh McDonald 100. What up, though? Welcome to the show, Josh McDonald. Welcome to the show, everyone who's on here with us. And man, this is gonna be a good one. We are about to talk about the Detroit Lions schedule. We're going to all put in our predictions for each game and their final record. And this is just going to be one of many predictions we're going to do and discuss it. We're going to talk about a few other topics, but stay tuned. Don't tune out. Let's get those likes up. I'm only seeing 4. So let's get this thing popping. Now, wait a minute. What did it say? DMAP Zoom. Hi, Luke G. Just subscribed and finished watching the scheduled live stream. I was rolling. Man, listen.
I still ain't seen it, man.
Listen,
I still ain't seen it.
Listen, Derrick, let me tell you what happened, Derrick. Let me tell you what happened. This is literally what happened. I literally went on to get the schedule just like it was, and technology, as always, will fail you when you need it the most. And as soon as I went on to get it, the first thing that popped up was a Detroit Free Press. So I'm thinking they're gonna just show the schedule.
No, I saw that, man. You went hard. I saw you.
Well, all of a sudden, the schedule popped up, and I see we losing to the Cardinals for week 1, and I was like, "What? What is this?" And I lost it. So yes,
I did. I was there for that. I was there for that.
Yeah. They called me at a very good time. All right, people.
They starting us off with a loss, huh?
Right. They came on some other stuff, but it's all good. I ain't mad at them. All right. So with that being said, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. We appreciate y'all coming out to support us and being a part of the process. We're gonna get this thing cracking and make this thing pop. So we got to put our picks in for these weeks.
Okay, so we starting with that, huh?
Yeah,
we're going right to it.
That. Okay. Yeah, we start with that because I'm going to talk about the Bob Quinn thing a little bit later. But I know people want to hear what our thoughts are. So I'm gonna go through, and I'm gonna start off with you, Mr. Derrick, and we're gonna start it off. Week 1 against the Arizona Cardinals. Who you got winning that game?
That's gonna be a dub for the Lions. Let's go.
Okay, so you give them the win. Okay.
Give them the win. Absolutely.
Right. Why you giving them this win?
I just don't think they're there yet. I just don't think they're there. Now I know that people saying Dwayne Haskins gonna change it up a little bit. Me and TA talked about it, but I still think we're gonna get that dub though. Let's go.
I'm not
worried.
I'm not worried about it.
That's what
worrying me. All right, and now we on to you, Mr. TA himself. What say you? First game against the Arizona Cardinals. Who gets the win? Arizona or Detroit?
Man, my heart is torn, man, torn in pieces. But but definitely I'm gonna have to give it to my boys, man. Detroit all day. I know it's not going to be easy, especially when Detroit plays in Arizona. It's never easy because Arizona normally wins out here. But last year that was different. Detroit came out here. I went to that game. Detroit came out here and put it down, even though that game was a sloppy game. Darius Slay ended up getting that pick. But Detroit won last season. So this season, I think they can do it again. I don't know if they're going to see Kyler Murray or Josh Rosen. We don't know who we're going to see. But
yeah, that's what I meant.
and then we can't forget that Terrell Suggs is on the team now with the Arizona Cardinals.
That's right, the old man.
You can't forget about that. He came home.
Okay.
You can't forget about him. And you can't forget about Chandler Jones on defense, one of the best guys out there to do it, man. And Patrick Peterson as well. So we got to come with it, man.
So Suggs is what, in his 25th year now? He just started his 25th year?
No, not 25th, 17th, I believe.
17th. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, you said 25.
Man. Oh, yeah, okay, all right, yeah.
Come on, Derek. Come on, great.
Come on, I got you.
But yeah,
let's go, Luke. What's up, man?
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's get it popping, Luke.
I got them beating the Arizona Cardinals for the following reasons. I mean, first year head coach, they still want to play around with who's gonna be they quarterback. Last time they played us, we put their best asset out the game, which was David Johnson. They gonna come out with Larry Fitzgerald. Yeah, they added Terrell Suggs, but now you telling me they putting in a new defensive plan. I mean, all in all, I feel like pressure bust pipes or make diamonds, and this is going to be one of them games where we're going to be busting a whole lot of pipes and people getting upset about it. I see us winning that game with ease, no problems whatsoever. Now we get to come home and play the San Diego Chargers. Let's talk, Derek. Who do you got winning that game?
Okay. Man, I made an early prediction, a way too early prediction. And I think I had us beating the Chargers. Okay. I don't remember though, but I think that's our first game at home.
Yeah. That's our first game home.
And we gonna beat Philly Riv and them. We got that. So we 2-0 right now. We 2-0.
All right. You got us at 2-0 starting out. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. And what say you, TA? We had home against the Chargers. Why we winning this game and why are we losing it? Tell me which one you got us going, winning or losing.
Okay, basically I got us winning this one. I know a lot of people out there in the world would say that the Lions are going to lose this game against the Chargers because the Chargers, did they make the playoffs this season?
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people would have us basically saying that we're going to lose, but I think that the Lions can pull it out, man. For some reason, if the Lions defense is better this season, I definitely think that we can pull it out. We're going to have to stop the run game of Melvin Gordon and stop Phillip Rivers. But I think that, the Detroit Lions will be up for the task, man. We should be able to get them. We don't want to get embarrassed like we did the last year when we got embarrassed by the Jets in that opening home game. We definitely want to win, man. So I got the Lions.
All right, so you got to start out 2-0, and I got to start out 2-0 as well. My reasons is simply put, had this game been on the road in San Diego, I'd have been like an L because I think it's a different.
Something about the West Coast, man. Something about the West Coast.
It's not the West Coast, but it's the idea that you have to travel, and so that jack lag and all those different things, those kind of sets you back. So to me, one of the things I look at with this team in particular, they are a pretty decent team. They come in pretty solid. They do a lot of good things as well. But one thing I noticed is even last year, sometimes they come out and they get off to a slow start. And what I'm hoping is that we can neutralize them by coming out and controlling time of possessions and running that ball. And I think we'll be able to do just that. Now, we can talk about us going on the road against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
All right. We're going to start off with Mr. TA himself. How you see us going with that one?
Man, this is gonna be a tough one right here, man. Going to the Eagles, we know that the Eagles got Deshaun Jackson back. It's not gonna be easy. It depends on how that run game is gonna be looking. But definitely, this could go. We could lose this one. We possibly could lose this Eagle game, even though my mind says yes, the Lions gonna get it. But the Eagles. They can surprise us, man. They can definitely surprise us on their home turf. So they could eventually get them. So I'm gonna take the Eagles in this one.
Okay. Now listen, Big Rich 313 says, I stopped listening to 97.1 The Ticket. I just want for you fellas real talk. Man, I appreciate that, man. He said,
what's up, man. That's what's up, baby.
Just wait for us. I appreciate that, man. We always going to have some stuff coming on, and whether it's on one of our channel or or all of our channels, we're gonna be talking facts. We don't have time for all that other politicians and political stuff. We ain't got that.
But you know what, Luke? We actual Detroit fans, man. We not paid to pretend to be Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's a major difference too.
Speaking of it, that's a good segue to letting y'all know I got a video about a local radio show that 97.1. So
it's the media again.
Man, I'm finna get at the media again. They did it.
Big Rich, I want to see that subscription. I want to see that email, baby. Hit that email,
Get them likes up, guys. Get them likes up so we get this video.
Gridiron, Blitz, and Noble Sports. Go ahead and hit that email, man. That subscription.
All right. So here's my thoughts. I think after that hard fought battle against the Chargers, and now they got to travel over to Philly. I just feel like they're gonna be a little out of gas, and I think Philly is going to edge us by a field goal. I don't see us really slowing down their offense if they establish the run. But our problems is they have a nice little receiving core and tight end set over there. And I think that's where the problem come in at for us. Now, what say you, Mr. Gridiron Blitz himself, Derrick P. Force?
Man, it was between I honestly initially thought the Chargers. I'm gonna give us no, I know. We on Philly. I'm gonna give us the win, man. I'm gonna give us the win. I'm going hard, man. I'm not gonna pull a beast mode. We got a loss coming real soon, but I got us winning. I'm gonna take the dub. So we 3-0. We 3-0 right now.
So me and TA got us starting out at 2-1, and Mr. Derrick P. Fields got us starting out at 3-0. But I got a feeling that we're going to end up that first quarter of games with the same record.
Yes.
So we move on to the Kansas City Chiefs at home. This is a game that I have heard so many people talk about. I'm actually going to start my pick off with this one. Okay. I'm going to say it's absolutely a win. Their defense has been destroyed. They're switching from a 3-4 to a 4-3. Yeah, they added a few pieces, but I've seen that show before. James Holyfield says, great show as always, Lou G. Appreciate it.
You better put fellas up in there, man. Go ahead.
That's what's up.
Listen. So I look at the fact that we have that they have those type of issues. Then I look at this simple fact right here. I'm like, hey, they don't have that running back named Kareem Hunt back there no more. Yeah, they still
got Carlos Hyde.
They do. But I'm not afraid of Carlos Hyde. Kareem Hunt was doing things different. It's a different breed.
Yeah, he was.
Totally different breed. So and then on top of that, I look at the fact that there's a strong possibility that Tyreek Hill could be suspended. But if he's not, then hey, I'm still not mad. I still don't think they got enough to stop us, and I think we edge them and get a win. So what say you, Mr. Derrick P. Fields?
Did you get TA yet? TA?
No, yet.
Oh, okay.
Yes, all good.
Man, I just say just two words, man. Patrick Mahomes. So that's our first L of the season.
Okay.
And unfortunately at Ford Field, right? That's home, right?
Yeah.
I got us with taking the L, man.
So you got us taking an L, all right, and your reason is simply because the quarterback, because we know that the quarterback is the sole proprietor for wins or losses.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got you. I got what you said.
We got to change that narrative. It's not just the quarterback. We got to change that narrative.
We're trying to change it. We're trying
to change it, man.
All right, now on to Mr. TA. We are at home against the Kansas City Chiefs. What do you have us at?
Man, well, I ain't gonna kid you. I do like the Chiefs. I watched them all last season. Man, this is a tough one for me, man. My heart is torn again, but so my heart is getting ripped into pieces, guys. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, man, Patrick Mahomes is the real deal. If the cheetah gets off and you let those receivers get off, we could possibly lose that game. I'm definitely going to say we might lose this one. Come
on, man. You got to be.
We losing it. Yeah, we losing this one.
Right. So TA got us at 2-2.
I got us at 2-2.
Yep. Me and the Gridiron Blitz have us at 3-1. When we're done with this, I am going to ask you all for your predictions, and I'm going to read your predictions out loud. And then what I'll probably end up doing is I'll open the phone lines and then what we'll do is we'll get your predictions and your reasons why for those predictions. Okay,
Luke, you want to answer Lions fan 75? He says, "Hey, where's J-Mo?"
J-Mo was sent the invite and has not responded yet. So I think he might be just a little busy at the moment. So that's where J-Mo is at. But, like I said, he's going to be here with us in spirit, man. He might have been stuck in traffic or at work. It is raining here in Michigan. So, it's a gloomy day. It's a good day to sleep, if you ask me. Now we get to week 5. We get a bye week. I mean, what are y'all thoughts about this bye week? I do hate early bye weeks. I hate them.
Me too.
I would have felt better if we had the same bye week as the Dallas Cowboys. Their bye week is in week 8. I'd have been happy with that. I'd be like, what? At the midway point? Perfect.
Yeah. I hate it, man. I've always hated the bye week. And of course, it stings even more if you got to drop an L right before the bye week. It's like, you know what I mean? And to be this early, it's like the season just got started. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just got rolling. Yeah.
You haven't got the chance to get into a groove or nothing like that.
I understand the first quarter, and then they got to play 12 straight. So, I'm not really feeling it, man. But,
Now, Josh McDonald 100 says, "Where's King? King is going to be on he's going to be on the live draft show that we're doing on Thursday. So we'll be doing that. And then we got Eric Whittaker too early. Okay, what up, though? Willie King Jr. says, "What up, fellas? What up, though, Willie?
What up, Willie? What up, though, Willie?"
All right, now we go on to our next opponent after the first quarter. All right, so far I got him at 3-1. Derrick P. Fields, aka the Gridiron Blitz, got him at 3-1.
You can just say the GB, man, not the GB. Yeah, let's just cut that. The
okay.
GB.
Yeah. And then on top of it, we have Mr. I'm gonna call him Mr. Witchy Watchy because he 1 minute. 1 minute his heart broken and torn.
Yes,
my heart is torn.
All right, we got TA who got him at 2-2. Now we go on the road after a bye week to the Green Bay Packers. What say you, TA? Who you picking to win that game?
Man, I got them Lions boys winning this one, man.
Okay,
definitely. I know the Packers have gone through a lot, man. Losing, a coach and things of that nature. And it's just been a lot of confusion. Losing the weapons that Aaron Rodgers has lost, you know what I'm saying, because he do not have Cobb, and I know Cobb used to kill us sometimes, but I just think that the defense, the Packers defense, I just don't know how it's going to be this season. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I don't know, the last couple of seasons Packers defense has been trash, but I definitely think we can go in there and get a win, man. We need, especially when it's early, we want to play Green Bay when it's early. We don't want to be out there when it's freezing cold outside. So I'm taking Lions in this one. We getting it done, baby.
Okay. Now we got Willie King Jr. who says they got Willie King Jr. and brown hair, blue eyes said we're starting 1-3.
Now Willie King Jr. Luke, didn't he call your show a couple weeks ago? Was that him?
Yes, that was him.
Shout out to Willie. Okay. All right.
I mean, listen, if they got us starting out 1-3, I'm not mad at them because, like I said, this is a very early prediction. We, there's still a draft to be had. There's going to be free agents to be made, trades to be had. There's a lot of things that could happen. But I will ask y'all for the two of you who said 1-3, please do put in there why you say that. Now, TA. You basically gave him the win. That gives you a 3-2 record. Now let's move on to GB, aka Derrick P. Fields. All right,
GB, while you're with that.
Right. We got the Green Bay Packers on the road. Win or loss.
Okay, Lambeau scares me, but it scares me more in the cold. I feel like things go the Packers' way in Lambeau. Like no matter what you do, you can't win.
You can't win. You can't win.
I don't know if I'm gonna be optimistic or realistic. We 3-1 out the bye week. We rested. Let's go. We get the W. Let's go. 4-1.
Okay. 4-1. Now John Henderson says, please read this. Says our team will have a fire lit in their belly. They will rally around Stafford because of his wife and his family, and that will be the driving force behind our team this year. I mean, I'm with you on that.
I'm with him on that. Yeah, I can see that.
Now, for me,
I hope that be the driving force.
For me, after they sit there and beat the Kansas City Chiefs and they get that bye week, I think that bye week is pivotal, and I think what you see is them go on the road into Green Bay and beat them. And my reasons is I don't think Green Bay is going to establish themselves a run game. Mm-hmm. And I looked at their schedule, and I can assure you this, that they got their work cut out for them. And on top of that, the pieces that they added on defense do nothing to scare me, especially with a new head coach. So
yeah,
we're going on a week
who haven't talked to his quarterback yet,
which is really strange.
Are you serious?
They still haven't met up.
It's crazy, like a phenomenon.
Okay, now we go into week 7 at home against the Minnesota Vikings. What say you? I'm gonna go with myself on this one.
Go ahead yourself.
Okay, listen. I got us winning against the Vikings at home. I personally think that the Vikings, they're coming into it, but I think that they're losing the battle by virtue that they're sick and tired of the head coach's message. And I think that you'll see people are saying, like, we've been listening to your message, but we're not getting results. And I think you'll have a drop off there. So I'm giving them a win. So far, I got us looking really good to start out.
Oh yeah, we in front of the division right now. Absolutely.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I got us with only one loss at this point.
Now.
So, what say UTA at home against the Vikings?
Oh man, don't you do it. My heart is not torn this time. My heart is not torn. I'm hoping Matthew Stafford does not get sacked 10 times again in one game by the Minnesota Vikings, who broke a franchise record for 10 sacks in one game. That's crazy. That's bananas. That's all that. But I definitely don't. I definitely see us getting the win, man. I definitely think we're gonna avenge ourselves against the Vikings, and it's our year, baby. It's our year. It's our year.
Okay. Now, Willie Kennedy Jr. says, well, the Eagles, Chargers, and the Chiefs are just a better team than the Lions and were playoff teams last season. And until the Lions prove otherwise, I have no more faith in them. I can't get mad at that assessment.
Willie. I like you, man.
I can't get mad at that assessment, man. I totally get what you're saying. But if you look at how all those playoff teams lost, you'll find that there was one thing in common. The ball was ran down their throat. And I believe that the Lions will establish that run against those teams. Now, Blue Eyes, brown hair, Blue Eyes, I have not seen your reasoning.
I think it might be some chat stuff going on, man.
Let me see. Let me go back up.
Yeah.
But they probably just called him the same old Lions fan. But he's entitled to his opinion. But I'm looking for. Oh, there you go. It says 1-3 because if they are the same team as last year, then we will lose. Come on now. Oh, okay. So that's why the guy called. Okay, all right. So that's probably why that's probably why they said, "Are you serious?" All right, I get it. So his feeling is that the Lions, if they come out like the same team as last year, that's why they will lose. Again, these are what you call way too early predictions, and so there's no shock there. So it don't matter. It's cool.
It's great.
But I totally get it though. Now, so far I got them with a win. Derrick, did I go to you for the Vikings already?
No,
I didn't think so. Win, lose, or draw? What you got for us? For the Vikings.
Shout out to JGB. I see you, baby. I literally see you. That's what's up, man. He changed his avatar, man. Good looking. We gonna get this win. You know why? Because Kirk Cousins, and their offseason was like, what are those? They didn't do anything. So and like you said, bro, they're losing some things, and they're losing. Like I heard that Mike Zimmer is just like that. He don't what you said. So I feel like Kirk barely he didn't beat us last year. Like we lost. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I got us at, what is that, man? Is that 5-1?
Yep, 5-1.
5-1. Let's go.
We both at 5-1. Now we have somebody new out in here, 2 leader. He said this is way too early, B. That's why we and welcome to the show, 2 leader. I don't know why when I saw his name, 2 leader, I was like, yo, that brought back a memory from me when I used to always like my mom would send me to the store and be like, go and get you a 2-liter Faygo. For those who are not in Michigan, Faygo is a really big thing. It's real. Okay. All right.
Hey, which one you like? You like that red one and you like that grape one? That peach?
You know he don't want to get off subject, man. We can't get off subject, TA.
But Go Lion says, what up, though? Gridiron Blitz Noble 313 Luke G. What up, though, man? Welcome to the show. Eric Woodtaker says they are not the same team, better defense. I totally agree with you, Eric. I think this is not the same team. Jay Show says, I have never seen Lions do this much focused free agents like it. Yeah, no, me neither. I've never seen these kind of moves ever. Let me
get in for Brown here because he threw me some bread, man. He's saying that he wasn't talking about the Lions. He was talking about the other teams.
Okay.
I got you from block.
Okay.
I got you, baby. Let's go.
Okay, so Brown Hair Blue Eyes is basically saying that he got us starting out 3-1 as well. Okay, cool. It's all good. You know. And look, 2 liter straight came with the facts. He look, because you asked it, TA. He hit you with that red one, TA.
Man, that's what's up, baby. That red one was good.
And Go Lion said that red pop of that moon mist.
I'm getting thirsty, man. I'll be back. I gotta get something to drink.
Hey, yo, that peach, I love that peach one, man.
Listen, if we gonna do this, let's do it for real. Now, if y'all gonna talk about this soda, talk about this soda pop. Don't mess it up. I'm seeing peach in there for Marcus Willis. I'm seeing Rocky. Man, that Rock and Ride is that deal tone of voice. I'm not gonna lie,
but only when it's doing cold, baby.
Hey,
only when it's doing cold.
Hey, you can't forget about cola though, man. When you ain't got no other change or nothing like that.
Real talk. Real talk. They got this new one out called like Arctic Sun or something like that. It tastes like a fake squirt. Man, that thing is fire.
Yeah. Any fake that's cold.
Hey, Luke, is fire.
Yeah, hey man, that junk is straight fire, man. I don't know what to tell you, but man, back on subject, man. Back on subject. All right,
man. Okay, guys, back on football.
Wait a minute. Look, Josh McDonald came in and said the root beer.
Hey, that's what's up.
The list goes on, baby.
Club soda, baby. Club soda.
Look, Trey Burns said, "Listen, but don't forget that raspberry blue, though. Y'all can't forget."
Oh man, come on, baby. We know about it.
Oh man.
And listen, we'll
squirt.
It did, man. It's so good, man. I'm sorry.
They still got tab. It's
there. And my man put the cream soda in, man. Boy, it's a cream soda and them chips, them Better Made boy. Listen, y'all can have me going down.
Hey, look, hey, them Butter Maids.
I say that too loud, man.
You know what?
Butter Maids salty than the mug.
Look, Willie Kennedy Jr. says 5-1. Come on, fellas. I respect you all, but y'all sound like diehard Lion fan. I used to think we would be every game, laughing out loud. No, it's not that, Willie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. What it is this, Willie. When you look at the schedule, okay? When you look at the schedule, you look at who we play, and you look at what the Lions is doing. In the past, the Lions never had an identity. You could not physically look at the team and say, we're picking this player up because we're doing this, or we're picking this player up because we're doing that. It was never clear or cut. And so what you see now is, oh man, Daniel Griffin gave me something to think about right there when he said that root beer with that ice cream.
Hey, don't do it.
So what it is we're paying attention to. We're just paying attention to the patterns and the identity that they're building. Now, with that being said, TA, what do you have them doing in that game against the Vikings? Win or lose or draw?
Yeah, I got them winning. I got them winning the Vikings game. I got us winning the Vikings game this year. So I think we're gonna pull it out.
TA got us at 4-2, and and Derrick are 5-1.
Hey, now, Luke, can you please bring the chat up to speed on what we're doing? Because I'm seeing way too early. Like that's kind of the point. So can you let them know?
Yeah, what we're doing is this. Yeah. We're giving you our way too early predictions. And so in those way too early predictions, what we're doing is we're trying to put it out there, and then as we get more information, we'll make more predictions and set it up that way. So that's why we're doing it. Now, Willie Kennedy Jr. says, so what's our identity? Man, that's the best question, man. That's the greatest question I've seen in a long time. We are literally going back to the same things we did in 1991, minus having Eric Kramer. We have a better quarterback. Yeah. And what they're going to do is they're going to start to use the run to set up the pass. In the past, In the past, they was trying to use the passing game to set up the run, and it just wasn't working. They was having Matthew Stafford call play action, and teams didn't even flinch. They didn't even attempt to look at it and come up. They were just like, oh, it didn't happen. But once I saw that they went out and they brought in C.J. Anderson to go along with Kerryon Johnson, I said, yeah, we finna get to this smash mouth football, old school style football.
Hit you in the mouth football, yep.
And on top of that, Willie, we're gonna have a traditional traditional tight ends. We got a traditional fullback, and so there's a lot of things that they're gonna do. And again, I am working on that Bob Quinn breakdown video because I'm having a whole lot of fun with it. But I'm telling you, it's some things he said in there that lets you know what our identity is going to be. All right. So next up, and if anybody give us a loss on this game, you really gonna have to explain yourself. Next up, at home against the New York Giants. What say you, TA?
Oh man, you can call me.
Did you say ooh?
Call me to the table? Oh wait, you call me to the table. Okay, come on now. All right, let me see what I got for us. Basically, we got to go against Saquon Barkley. He's kind of tough. Golden Tate is on the squad. Let's see. Yeah, we getting him. We're gonna get him. Okay. I think the focus of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the focus of it gotta be up dropping Saquon.
Yeah, you went the long way.
Yeah, long.
Yeah. Oh. We definitely got to stop Saquon. We got to stop. We know what Golden Tate bring to the table. We can slow down Golden, but at the same time, man, we don't know what their defense gonna look like, because they're not gonna have Landon Collins back there anymore. It's gonna be Jabril Peppers back there. Not saying that he's not a good player, but he's a solid guy. And I definitely think that
who is he finna hit? Which one? Who he finna hit? CJ?
Who?
Kerryon?
He gonna hit. No. I ain't say who he's. No. I'm saying he's a solid player. I didn't say who he gonna hit somebody. Where he's a defensive player, Luke. He gonna hit somebody.
Man, hey, TA. We watched that ain't always the case because they on defense. That don't mean they always gonna hit. That's not true.
But I got the Lions, man.
Okay. So TA, your current record is what?
5-2.
5-2. What say you, Derrick P?
Shout out to Dion Nation. I haven't seen him before, so I don't know.
What up, Dion Nation? Welcome to the show, man. Please hit those like, subscribe. Yeah. And all of our channels and all the members of the Detroit Sports Alliance are in my description. The links are there with their names, so you can be very clear about whose channel is who. Make sure you join those channels because we're going to talk a lot of Detroit Lions sports, and some of us are going to talk more than just Detroit Lions. We're going to talk all type of sports. I've got requests to do basketball, but I just think people get too emotional about basketball.
I agree with Dion that if the run game show up, that we can beat anybody.
Facts.
Oh yeah, hashtag facts. The Giants, Eli. Okay, that's one. Yeah. They man, I lost my thought clowning. But yeah, the Lions get the win. Odell Beckham is gone, so it's a wrap, man. What are we now? What do I gotta say?
I mean, you got so far. You only got us taking one L
against the Chiefs.
Against the Chiefs,
and you do too, right? You do too.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. Let's go.
We got some games coming up that's gonna really upset me. I mean, it's simply put, I got us beating the New York Giants. They barely know what they're going to do with their head coach. They barely know what they're going to do with Eli Manning. The only weapon they got is Saquon Barkley. We got a Snacks Harris and Lord knows whatever else, plus Trey Flowers. We're going to add another linebacker. The run game is going to be shut down. Their receiving core is now Golden Tate. We know he's going to be trying to show up and go out.
Hey, Luke, you going too fast, Luke. We're going to try to shut down Saquon. I don't know, man.
Well, hold on. Let me.
Saquon is good, man. Let me like the guy ain't good.
Let me really slow it down.
Slow it down.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna slow it down. Talk to me for a minute. Who on their offensive line? Yeah, that's right. Take a deep breath. You're gonna need more oxygen.
No, that was me. I'm taking because I'm about to go to.
I don't know who on the
I'm just saying.
I don't know who on the offensive line, but Saquon ain't to be played with.
And again, I'm just saying. At the end of the day, they don't have a line to block for him. At the end of the day, at one point, the Detroit Lions running back had more yards than him with less carries. You know, so it's always a way of looking at it from that perspective. Now, Willie G says that he hope I'm right, but until then, he's not going to drink the Kool-Aid. He also says, so we still haven't addressed the cornerback or outside linebacker holes we have on D, and our O-line is still the same. Enlighten, fellas, how we are winning these games. All right, so listen, Willie, I'll tell you how. Because the draft has not occurred yet. And if you listen to Bob Quinn today on the Detroit Lions YouTube page, he said that he believes that the most depth in this draft comes at what position? Offensive line, which means that they're probably going to pick their offensive lineman up in the 3rd to 4th round. Then he also talked about filling up the hole.
You're giving out too much, Luke. You're giving out because we ain't even talked about it yet, man. You're going too far.
Listen, no, I ain't giving nothing yet. Trust me, I got a lot to say. You ain't seen nothing yet. So what you're going to see?
Nothing yet.
Yeah, right. What you're going to see is this. He's going to. Somebody said Nate Soldiers. That's his offensive line. That same guy who was getting beat all man. Y'all better stop.
He would get blown off the line.
Man. Listen, but no, seriously, I think what y'all going to see is you're going to see more of a balanced team. And I think when you look at the Lions, when they're in balance, they win. They did it against the Patriots, and they did it against the Dolphins when the Dolphins was a hot team. So I think if you just look at that in the games where they established the run, they was convincing and win. I mean, think about this. We're one of the 5 teams to beat the Super Bowl winning New England Patriots. Yeah. I mean, that's impressive. I mean, so just saying. Now, what say you guys? We're gonna go to the next game, which is Week 9 at the Oakland Raiders. Now, for me, I'll start this off. This is a serious trap game. I can see the Lions trying to take feeling like, oh, this is gonna be a cakewalk, and it being a problem. So to me, I think it's going to be a close. It's a trap game, but as of right now, in my way too early prediction, without the draft happening, I'm giving Detroit Lions the win. Ooh. Okay. Because what I look at is this. I look at the fact that John Gruden has never done anything without a team that was already pre-made. Yeah. Just facts. So
facts.
What say you, TA, on Oakland Raiders on the road against Oakland Raiders?
All right. Basically, Oakland Raiders. This game can go any way you want to call it. But sometimes the Lions coming out to the West Coast, man, it kind of scares you sometimes because they don't always be successful in the West Coast. But the team that the Raiders got right now, I mean, by picking up Antonio Brown, and then they also picked up the receiver from one of the guys that I liked, Tyrell Williams. They can scare us a little bit, man. I'm going to say that the Lions win this game. I'm going to say that the Lions, even though they can be scary, Antonio Brown, especially if we're not locking him down, Darius Slay locking him down. The Raiders can be scary, man, but they really don't got a strong defense to me, a pass rush. So okay. I definitely think that we got an opportunity to win that game with the Raiders.
All right, so for the people who are in the chat, I'm gonna need y'all to send in y'all hug emojis because TA is lacking a little bit of confidence. Hugs to go around. I mean, if you
need a hug.
I mean, he's scared of everybody. I mean, really? Come on.
I don't think he's come out one time and just said, "Bam!" Here's my.
I gotta play with you a little bit. You know what I mean? Like a cat playing with yarn. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
I lost the chat. I lost the comment. Where'd it go? But I saw something where somebody said it's going to depend on Darrell Bevel's offense or whatever he do this year. But when I lost that message, I just lost it. It went down that quick, people. So I didn't catch it. I mean, they came in faster than I can keep up. But okay. And here's the thing. TA, just have some conviction in your voice, man. You remember when what Kevin Hart say? Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
Say it.
So it's just like that. But all right, here we go. GB, what you got for us, man? Win or loss?
I got the win, baby. I got the win. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's that simple. It's the Raiders.
Confidence, man.
It's the Raiders. Yeah.
Now, Craig Jockman says, "Where's that dude that you talked to earlier, picking the Lions to go 16-0?" Man.
Oh, risky. I mean, not risky.
That beast mode, but that was when I kind of lost it on the original day. I kind of lost it. I'm like, what? But I think what he was saying is he didn't see anybody that scared him, and that's what it was. And there go the comment again. So I'm make sure I'm trying to pronounce his name right. Dewano Wingardner, how you say it? Divine Gardner. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. I apologize. Now, Dark Brown Twin says Lions beating the Raiders. I totally believe that. That was beast mode. Now, Willie King Jr. says, I like listening to you, fellas. Detroit sports radio is terrible. We need to figure out how to get you guys on the radio straight up, man. We gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out, man. We coming, baby.
We working on trying to get that figured out, because the thing that they don't realize is I keep telling everybody, it's just like the Madden video game. You can't have a better product if there's no competition. And right now they don't have no competition. So guess what? You put some competition against them, and I bet you they'll put out a better product. It's just that simple. Now here's the game that people are not going to like. Our first game against the Chicago Bears, Week 10. What say you, Derrick P?
Where is it at?
We are in Chicago.
Loss.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's where I get our second loss from. What say you, TA?
I'm going to say definitely we winning. We winning in Chicago.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
See you, TA. I love it, baby.
We winning.
Talk to me now, TA. Why do you see us winning this game? Talk to me.
Because I think we just gonna punch him in the mouth, man. We gonna run that ball. We gonna run the ball. I think if we go down there with go to Chicago with the mind frame of we going in to get this W, I think we can do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We just gotta play strong and run the ball on them pretty good, because that's what they used to do to us. They used to run the ball really well. So I'm not really scared of Chicago's run game like that right now. It's not like crazy.
TA said I bossed up. Yeah, that's what's up.
And listen, most people who from here know that son that bought up and get this money, you know. So they know that. But listen, we go week 11 against the Dallas Cowboys. They are at home in our building. Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, DeMarcus Lawrence, the new $105 million man. They come to Ford Field. What say you, TA? Now hold up, TA.
Wait, before you answer.
Okay. They sent the hug.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, here I come, baby. I got the conviction. I got it. All right, here we go. We're gonna lose this game against the Cowboys. And we can't stop Zeke, man. We in trouble, though.
Okay, so you got to lose the game against the Cowboys. Okay. What say you, GB?
We gonna get that W. And I'm gonna tell you, this is my biggest reason. I don't know how DeMarcus Lawrence's shoulder is gonna be. He said it's gonna be good. It might be. I think our run defense is gonna be a lot better. I think we're gonna contain Dak if he does try to pop out. And the biggest thing, guys, is we not gonna be in Jerry World. We know we can't get nothing in Jerry World. Don't nothing go our way. So we gonna pop up a bit. I know we can't even get. Look, they picking up flags in Jerry World, so we gonna get that, man. It's at 4 this time, baby.
Now, Greg Gore says, "Who's gonna stop Elliott? Grid, all that matters." I mean, this is my thing. I think I personally got us beating the Dallas Cowboys, and my reasons is for the following: we're at home, okay, and given the fact that our record is going to be good, that stadium is going to be unnatural, okay.
Unnatural.
They gonna be in there.
Unnatural stadium.
They gonna be in there, drunk, passed out, waking up mid-play, screaming. It's gonna be crazy. Right. And what I see happening is this: I see the Detroit Lions forcing Dak Prescott to win the game, and he not being able to do it. I'm not worried about Randall Cobb. He's gonna be hurt by the time this game comes around.
Are you worried about Cooper? Are you worried about Cooper?
Oh,
I ain't worried about Cooper neither. Because you got to understand. Here's the thing: you got to understand. We're going to generate pressure this year, okay? And we already know that we can stop the run and slow it down. But I'm telling you,
Drew?
I'm telling you, once we get past that first 4 weeks, once we beat the Kansas City Chiefs, watch what happens. Everybody gonna be on moonshine, walking down the street, talking reckless to people. People gonna be wearing other jerseys, like it's an Eagle jersey. I should just puke on you. You know, there's gonna be some weird stuff going on. Watch. And
Hey, Luke, but you guys can't forget about Jason Witten is coming back, baby.
Jason who?
Jason Witten.
He better bring a cane.
He's going to
he better bring some Just for Men.
He's going to try to kill us in the middle, man. Jason Witten, man.
But you say that like when you said that. Listen, people. Have y'all noticed? Y'all noticed all show he ain't had no conviction, but all of a sudden, when he Jason Witten, he's like, but they got Jason Witten, you know.
He's out of retirement.
Man.
What is it? Man, listen, Jason Witten is. I'm not gonna do that. That's not what we do here. I'm not gonna
okay. Hey man, he coming back out of retirement, man. He coming back to prove something.
Look, Willie Kennedy Jr. says, I'm going to that Chiefs game for sure. Well, I'm glad you're going, Willie, because when they win it, I want you to come right back on Lou G's Fear Review. We're gonna talk about it. And if they lose it, I probably won't go on. No, I'm joking.
I'm shutting down the tape for the day.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm joking. And Brendan Anderson says Witten is old as HELL. Patricia could have covered him. Yeah, listen. Before he left the league, he was slow. He was so. Jason Witten was the only person I seen catch the ball, and where he caught it at was literally where he fell. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Hey Luke, that's all he's gonna do. And you see what Edelman was doing.
And listen, Witten said Jason Witten has the body of a 105-year-old man.
Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong, man.
Watch out for Witten, man.
Go Lions, thank you, Go. Go Lions made it very clear. Don't get Luke started on Jason Witten. I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying.
Hey, man, we're trying to ruffle his feathers, man.
And you know what though, real talk, guys, I can see how the ticket goes 4 hours because we just scratching the surface of what you got planned, Luke. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying. We got a lot more to cover.
It's TA's fault. What's your pop, man? The chat blew up. Like,
what's that? Yeah,
y'all better quit playing them fake.
You got to drink that peach right away, though. You got to drink that peach right away. As soon as you crack it, you got to drink it. Once it goes stale, you know it's a wrap after that.
Right.
Yeah, it go flat on your butt.
It go flat. It's done. It's like flat.
Now, Greg Gore says when Witten score on Gerard Davis, remember this. Let me tell you something. If he score on him, that's good. You know, good for him. They're gonna need all the points they can get because I'm telling you, it's going to be a different game this time around. I'm just telling you. Now, disclaimer, people, this is a way too early prediction. But if we have a bunch of injuries, I'm going to change my pick. So, because if we lose our quarterback or we lose like some significant people, there's no way I can go into it. It would be like if the Patriots. No, I can't use them because they still won 11 games without them. But it'd be like if Green Bay lose their quarterback, ain't nobody picking them to win a division. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
Hey, Scott says, hey, you guys take it easy on us old guys. Scott, I'm one of you, man. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm not gonna do what you're doing. Listen, Scott, I'm gonna be 25 forever. You understand? All right?
Yeah, all right.
I would like to say something different, but I promise you, I'm gonna have the hairline of a 25-year-old for life. You know why?
Oh man, that's good, man.
I know why already. Go ahead, Luke. Why?
If I got to draw it in, it's gonna be there. Okay,
yeah, I'm gonna holler at Cedric the Entertainer. Him and Sid got the same barber.
Man weaves now, man. Look, you don't gotta draw it in no
Cedric,
more.
absolutely.
I'm just saying.
They got man weaves, man.
All right, people, let's move on to the next game.
Oh, let's go.
Against the Washington Redskins. I'm gonna start it off. I think we take an L here. And the reason I think we take an L here is because for some reason the Redskins just always seem to have our number. They just always seem to play us tough. Even when they terrible, they find a way to get up for this game. And it's crazy that this keeps happening. I know we beat them in more recent time, but they always find a slick way to beat us. I know that they don't have a quarterback per se. Ain't nobody stressing about Case Keenum and some of this other stuff that's going on. But I just think that the Redskins sneaks one up on us, and we're going to save that energy because it's a short week to go and play the Bears on Thanksgiving. What say you, Derrick, against the Redskins?
Where's this at? Because I lost the page.
We are on the road.
I agree with everything you just said. We did beat them the most recent time, though, right?
Yes.
I agree with everything but saving energy, even though that is a smart thing. I don't know where I had to set, but we're gonna be too hot for TV and we're gonna get this W. Yeah, we're gonna get this W. And who's their quarterback?
I think it's Case Keenum. But and Brandon Anderson says they don't have a quarterback. Why are you living in the past? I'm not living in the past. This is what I'm looking at. No, listen, it's pattern. If they go out and they play hard in that game,
then they won't have nothing left later.
And this game is on Sunday at 1 p.m. Now they got to turn around on Thursday and play. I can kind of see them just kind of mailing this game in. And it's not me looking at the past. I'm just feeling like, okay, they might want to mail that game in. If they're going to mail in any game, it'll probably be that one because they got a nice little stretch down the end. So I can see that being the case.
Okay.
What say you, TA for the Redskins?
For the basically for the Redskins, I got us losing that game. For some reason, man, when they go to Washington, man, they lose themselves, man, like Eminem. They just lose themselves. And I don't know, man. It's just tough. Hold on. First, I gotta ask how is Darius Geis looking? Is he back from the injury or what's up with him?
They said the rehab is going good. They said it's going good, but again, I remember we got a promising running back, Mikael Lachor.
So Adrian Peterson is still carrying the load?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Okay. So he's returning back. Okay. AP is still not he had a good season last year. He rushed over 1,000, so that's pretty good. But I definitely think this is a game that we can choke up, man. So for some reason, when we go to Washington, man, we just lose it, man. So I got us losing that game right there.
Yeah, I got a suspect. So right now I got us with 3 losses. Derek still got us at 2.
Okay.
And TA got us at 4 losses.
4 losses. Yeah.
Okay. Then we go Thanksgiving Day at home against the Chicago Bears. Ooh, I'm definitely starting this one off. Man. We are winning this game. I think they are so sick of the crap with the people coming in to the league meetings saying things like, "Oh, we need to take this game from them." And I think they're going to show them that not only are you not taking this game from us, we deserve to have the game for Thanksgiving Day. I'm going with the Lions beating up on the Bears. Okay. What say you, TA?
Okay, I got the Lions winning this one, man. I know the last one we lost to these guys, but I definitely think I'm confident enough to say that the Lions are going to get this one. Now, what I'm saying, Khalil Mack is on the defense, so I hope he don't have a field day on Stafford. So hopefully our offensive line will be up for the challenge. But I definitely got us winning this game against the Bears. We got to redeem ourselves. This is the redeem season, baby.
Okay, and what say you, GB?
Okay. I say win. And the only reason I'm saying win because I had them splitting my way too early from January to the 2nd. I had them splitting. I think Thanksgiving, the Lions always play some of their best football. And wait, who did they play last year on Thanksgiving?
I think it was the Bears.
It was that's crazy. Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I said. We got to redeem ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, that's the game that made Luke just come out, man. That's right. That's right. Okay. So I got us avenging that loss and went getting W.
Okay. All right. And then we go on the road to the Vikings. Derek, what say you? On the road to the Vikings, week 14.
Now that's the place that I don't like. You don't like Washington like that. I feel like we cannot win here. I still stick by everything I said, man. Kirk Cousins. What did they do in the offseason? I forgot what little joke I cracked, but I got us losing. I think we're going to split with them too.
Yeah, I agree. I think that road game right there is going to be L for us. But, we have seen better days, but I think that's going to be a loss for us. What say you, TA?
I got us going there and winning.
Okay, all right, TA, talk about it. Why you got us in there winning?
I got us going there winning because I just think that this year is going to be a different year, man. We're gonna be some different Lions out there. We're gonna be a new breed out there. So I definitely think if our defense is solid, nobody's injured around this time because we're talking about later in the season. So if nobody's hurt or injured or anything, I think that we can go in there and sneak and get a sneaky win. You know what I mean?
Sneaky win. I gotta read this comment, man. Josh McDonald 100 says, which one of you guys He said, "Which one of y'all is the singing guy?" I'm going to subscribe to you all anyway. It's been hard to find Detroit YouTubers. The singing one that's TA. That's Noble Sports Entertainment.
Yeah. He somehow you think he got this Gerald Levert on right now. I don't know what's going on with this. And so but yeah, that's Noble Sports Entertainment. Now listen, we come home again against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mm-hmm. I'm giving us a win. I love Bruce Arians, but I just feel like by this point they're gonna be sick and tired of Jameis Winston. And I'm serious. He holds the ball too long, and then he tried to make plays where he don't have to. Like the smart play can be take a sack, and he tries to force the ball in there. So, for me, I got us taking a win there. What say you, TA?
Okay, I got us taking a win there. I definitely think that it's like I said all season long. This is our year. So Jameis, he ain't coming into our house and getting a win. No.
He not gonna eat that dub. He not gonna eat
it. He gonna get blocked like Matumbo, baby.
I see what you did there, Derek. You said he not eating that dub. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
You're so wrong for that, bro. But who you got winning that game?
I got Detroit, man. We kind of had Tampa Bay's number for a little while. I remember we blew them out a couple years ago in our spot. We got the W.
All right. And so then we go on the road against the Denver Broncos. This here's another trap game for me personally, because being on the road against Denver Broncos, that's a different place to play in. And we don't know what Denver is going to be in terms of their production. I'm going to go on a limb here and say that we take a loss here. That would be my 5th loss I'm giving to the Detroit Lions, just because I think going up there to play seems rough to me. But I can see it going both ways. But as of right now, I'm giving them a loss. We'll say you, TA.
Wow. Drum roll, please, people.
Oh, snap.
I'm coming to the podium now. And,
all right, let's talk about it.
Basically, I got us losing this game, man. When we go to Denver, for some reason, that mile high weather, man, it just messes with our nostrils, man. That mile high weather, man. So I definitely think that going there is going to be challenging, man. It's always challenging going to Denver. So I think that's another L. So right now, I got five L's on the season so far.
Now Greg Gore says, who's going to block Miller and Chubb? See, I don't even think it's a matter about who's going to block who. It's a matter about how you going to breathe up there. I mean,
breathing at that high altitude.
It's a different beat. And Willie Kennedy Jr. says, Denver in December is all bad. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I swear I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry. He says a win for sure. We have a run game now. I can see that. Josh McDonald is saying he wants you to sing all your predictions. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Hey, that'll be tune in next week, baby. That's right.
Sing all your predictions.
My goodness.
But what say you, GB? You
okay, I'm losing. Who's their quarterback, guys? Like
Joe Flacco.
I thought it was Flacco. I'm going to give the Lions the loss because of the weather. That is a tough, not the weather, but the altitude. That's a tough place to play, especially coming from here to there. Yeah. I predict they'll go down early to try to get used to it, but I still got them taking a W, man.
Now, Dark Brown Twin says the Lions can beat Denver, so they're in agreement with you in terms of the win. And now we come to the final game of the year.
I thought I said they're gonna get. I said win.
You said win.
Okay, loss, man. My bad. Loss.
So,
yeah,
he said L.
Oh, I did say L. Okay.
Oh, he did? Okay. All right. Okay. So I was reading that comment. My bad. All right. And then we got the last game at home against the Green Bay Packers. I got us winning for us to finish the season with an 11-5 record. Okay. What say you, GB? Win or loss?
Okay. Where am I at so far? Shout out to Josh McDonald, baby.
What's up, yo?
What's up, Jay Measy?
What up, J-Mo?
What's going on, man?
Man, work shift. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen, J-Mo,
get
this. Sag Nasty literally put in the chat that he was missing you. Yeah. You are now in the building, so people are going to be excited about that. But with J-Mo, I'm going to run through and get your prediction for win loss. It's going to be quick. Even though J-Mo dropped a beautiful video talking about the record, please check it out. His channel is linked in my description. You got Scott McMillan coming in telling you what up, though. Crimson Shadow, what up, though. Sag Natty said, I just said.
Look at the love. The love is like, what up, though?
Love is in the building.
All I'm going to say is, what up, though, man? Work shift. Y'all know how it is.
He sound like he's still there.
No, I'm leaving, but I have to go to the parking lot, man.
Yeah, I hear that rain.
Josh McDonald 100 says he just subscribed, but you're gonna have to earn that notification. So hey,
you talking about for me or J-Mo?
TA.
Dang. It's like that, Josh. I can't get the notification.
He wants you to. He wants you to sing. Okay.
Listen, here we go.
Okay.
Last game is you got them already at 4 losses right now. Derrick. So
let's go. We going 12-4. It's not gonna come down for the division, and if it does, we taking it.
Okay.
We're gonna win the division in the crib. NFC North champs. Let's go.
And just to be clear, Josh McDonald said that's for everyone. I can assure you this. Look, he says Luke earned it already. I was gonna say because I guarantee you, I'm finna pump out some good stuff for you. You gonna want to. I
was about to say Josh McDaniel. I still got to drop a video on Bob Quinn, man. You gonna want to see that?
Hey, listen, wait till I get into Bob Quinn.
I know you gonna do. I know you gonna kill it,
man. Now listen, we gotta get we got me at 11-5. We got Derrick P at
12-4.
And now we on to Mr. TA from No Sports Entertainment. Give us the last win or loss.
I just want to win, baby. So right here, I'm going with the Detroit Lions. This is the first season we take home that illustrious title that's been in our grasp so many times. Let's go. We want the NFC this year. I think we taking it against Green Bay. This is our year. This is our time. This is our moment. And ain't nobody taking our shine.
Hey, Greg Gore says Bob Quinn, aka Bob the Builder. What you know about Bob the Builder, Greg?
Hey man, don't be taking my stuff, man. You already know I call him the master chef out here, man.
Hey, so listen, so TA, you got our record at what now?
What's that? 11?
11. That's right. Okay.
11-5.
Either way, that's double digits. Yeah. We double digits all the way.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick run with J-Mo. J-Mo, I'm gonna ask you the game. I'm gonna tell you if it's at home or away. You just say win or lose. We keep going. All right.
All right. Yeah, that's gonna be real quick for me too.
All right, you ready? At Cardinals.
Win.
At home against the Chargers.
Win.
On the road against the Eagles.
Loss.
At home against the Chiefs.
Win.
Bye week 5, week 6. We at Green Bay.
Win.
At home against the Vikings.
Loss.
At the New York Giants. At home against the New York Giants.
Win.
On the road against the Raiders.
Win.
On the road against the Bears.
Loss.
At home against the Cowboys.
Win. A big win too. We've been waiting on that one.
Right, they can't hit us with that no pass interference thing. Yes, J-Mo 313 J-Mo is in my description. Josh McDonald, he's definitely in the description. He's part of the Detroit Sports Alliance, so he's in there. On the road against the Redskins.
Win.
At home against the Bears.
Win.
On the road against the Vikings.
That's gonna be a W.
You say a W?
A W.
A W.
A W. A W.
A W. That's gonna be a W, youngster. And then I have us losing to the Broncos and then beating the Packers.
So your final record got us at 13-3.
No, I had us losing to the Eagles, the Vikings, the Bears, and then the Broncos.
Oh, the Broncos. Okay, I didn't get the Broncos lost. So you got us at 12-4 as well.
Okay, so 2 12-4s and 2 11.
I just want to let people know these predictions are assuming health and no injuries to an impact player. If you don't know what an impact player is, I'm gonna name off just a few: Kenny Golladay, Matthew Stafford, Snacks, Trey Flowers, Jared Davis, Darius Slay. guys like we lose a guy like that changes the dynamic of everything.
Now listen,
Kerryon Johnson.
Lions fan 75 says, "What is this? Is this fast money round?" Yes, that's what that was.
Yeah, it felt like it, man. That's I liked it.
Powerball round.
So and we got Lions picking Hockenson if we keep pick cornerback Baker if we trade down. Okay, I mean either way I see it, but I think Bob Quinn told you today who he taking, and he said and he said it like a boss. So I'm just saying, he said it like a straight boss.
I mean, I feel like Bob Quinn was like, I'm taking whoever I want to take.
Right.
He better mess up this draft. That's all I know.
In the kitchen? What's this? Nathan, you find in the kitchen. Now, Brendan Anderson says, actually, when he was asked about undersized players, I came away thinking they would draft any in the first round because he basically said third down or nickel production. Yeah, listen, we gonna stay away from that. Now listen, because I got some stuff for y'all, man. I want y'all to see it in its entirety, man.
Okay.
My son up there acting like he's
I just want to say one thing. TJ Hockenson isn't my first pick, but I'm really starting to want TJ Hockenson just so Stafford can be okay.
Listen, man,
it ain't even about me and my personal. It's not even about my personal feelings and what I want for it. I just want Stafford to be okay. Like, can Stafford get a Jason Witten? Like,
can you get a Travis Kelce in the building?
Like, yeah, man. Even if I want a linebacker or cornerback, I'm starting to feel like we should just take him.
Now listen to this.
If he's there.
Listen to this. Brown hair, blue eye says no, and I can't say his name, but I'm gonna say it. No sweat. What happened? Okay. Here's the thing. They came out today and they said that he had 4 teams drop him off their board because of medical issues. I personally think that they dropped him off that board because some of them went back and looked at that tape and was like, bruh, okay, this ain't gonna work, okay?
And if you listen to what Bob Quinn was saying earlier, he was like, some people just because they had a fast combine, they don't do nothing, Bob Quinn is like, you had great combine. All right, we're gonna look at that film. Oh, you trash. All right, back to you gonna stay where he was at on the board. Right, I feel like they saw that Montez Sweat, they saw that Greedy Williams, looked back at that film and was like, no, we good, and went on back.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Miles. What's up, Miles?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here go a topic I gotta really talk to y'all about because I know that the Lions got their prediction in, but let me tell y'all what happened to me today. Okay. Yeah. I'm sitting up here and I'm listening to one of my favorite YouTubers, Vosh Lombardi, and I actually called into his show because Vosh Lombardi said the following. He said that the Bears is going to beat the brakes off of the Detroit Lions. And so me, I had to call in. And what happened was when I called in, he basically laughed me off and said that what do you mean they gonna beat them? Like what have the Lions done to make you think that they're gonna beat the Bears? And I gave him all these reasons. I said, listen, the Bears don't lost their defensive coordinator, they don't lost majority of their defense. I said, and
Jordan Howard.
I said they lost Jordan Howard. He said Jordan Howard is trash. I was like,
oh my gosh.
I was like, okay. I'm like, okay. I'm not even gonna argue on that because I ain't here to defend the Bears. I'm here to defend the Lions. Well, I told him that we were going to beat the Detroit Lions, and his response was, "Man, y'all didn't beat us last year." I said, "You're right because we stopped running the ball after the first half, and our offensive coordinator, whose name I would not say, was terrible." And so he turns around and he's like, "But y'all. I mean, who gonna stop this? Who gonna stop that? Y'all ain't gonna have nobody to stop Amari Cooper." I said, "That guy y'all gave us." I'm just telling you, that's what he said. I said,
the same Darius Slay that clapped Amari Cooper in his best season of his career. Stop.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what he said to me.
Wait, Luke. You talking about the Cowboys or the Bears?
The Cowboys.
About the Cowboys.
Well, you said Bears.
No.
He said Amari Cooper, and we know Amari Cooper is on the Cowboys.
Somebody in the chat, if you heard it, because I was confused because you said
no. What I said was that he said that the Bears was going to beat us down, and that's what made me want to call.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay, and when we called in, we having the conversation. So now we got
it turned to. I got you.
All right. So he turns around and he tells me, he's like, y'all ain't seen Amari Cooper and all this other stuff. And I'm like, first of all we gonna do literally is shut down Zeke and watch that Prescott crumble.
Wait, okay, so now we on the Cowboys.
He just said he was talking about Lombardi, man.
No. Okay, look at the chat, Luke. please look at the chat.
Okay, let me look at the chat. All right, let me go back. I'll go back and repeat it. Okay, apparently people getting confused. So, listening to Vash Lombardi's show today. Okay, which shout out to Vash Lombardi. He does have. Thank you, Sag Nasty. He's like, are you keeping up? Right.
Okay, but you ain't see the other one, so I ain't gonna let you do me like this. Andrew Taylor, he did say Bears. I'm JGB. I'm confused too. Book spray Bears
because y'all got to keep up. Now, if you leave and you come back, of course you're gonna be confused. You got to stay here because I'm going to tell you what happened.
Okay.
So he started his show off and they was talking about the Bears beating the Lions in the division down.
I got you.
That prompted Luke to call in. So when Luke called in, I asked him, like, what make you think that they're going to beat us down? Like, why would they beat us down? How did you come to this conclusion? Okay. He was like, because, what have y'all done to compete? I said, well, have you been paying attention to our offseason moves? He was like, well, what did y'all do in the offseason? I said, the fact that they added CJ Anderson, we're going to run the ball. We're going to have a more stout defense. We got people who fit the system. People before then didn't fit the system. And basically he laughed at me. He's like, oh, this guy's crazy. He doesn't he's out of his mind. Now he starts telling me, I tell him, I said, listen, we're going to beat y'all week 11 too. Because the last time we played y'all, Kerryon Johnson was running all on y'all and for some reason got the ball 2 times in the second half. All right. Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. He turns around and he said, who do y'all got? And before I can say it, he goes, it doesn't matter, and hang up on me. So I was like, oh, he did a right on the segment. So here's what's going on, people. Because I know that Lions fan 75 was saying hashtag get Washington together. And when I talked to him in the chat, he was saying that he ain't doing no more collabs because he done did too many things already and he got to do some things by himself. So I was like, okay, cool. That's great. That's cool. But watch this, y'all. I promise you, all right, when the Lions beat the Dallas Cowboys, I got some real special plan. You're going to be around for this. I promise you, if you missed it, you're going to wish you didn't.
I just got to say one thing about this whole situation, please.
Go ahead.
That Amari Cooper thing, you saw how I laughed. Like, Amari Cooper? Really? Really? Well, Darius Slay going to clap him so bad he going to quit.
Now listen,
Ezekiel Elliott is the LeBron James of that team. Let's be 100 about it. He's the only one I fear. Every time we play them, I'll be like, how are we going to stop Zeke? That's all I say.
Mm-hmm. Listen, here's the thing. Don't nobody show up to the Dallas Cowboys and say how you stop Dak Prescott.
Right.
Let's be honest. And when you look at the Lions and they look at the offense, it's simply put, stop the quarterback. They ain't running the ball. That's what it used to be. Things don't change, I think that was Biggie who said that things don't change.
I was about to say that was big. Yeah, that's what I saw too.
so I'm just saying.
I think what happened. What JGB says, what does Cooper have to do with the Bears? And I think he has switched from talking about the Bears to talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah, right.
Come on, y'all got to keep up.
Yeah, so that's
what we can't because
I kept up perfectly. I kept up perfectly.
We talk facts though. We zooming in on them facts, so we go over what he say.
Greg Gore says, where can you watch it at? It's at Voch Lombardi. That's literally what it's called, like Voch, VOCH Lombardi. I think he does a good job and stuff like that. But what he don't realize is now I got to go ahead and wait for this game because this is going to be like beautiful. And when they lose, I'm going to call right in. I'm going to let every one of y'all know to come to the show. I'm going to call right in. And I'm going to be like, so what happened? And as soon as he started talking, I got some very special plan for him. Trust me, you want to see this. Okay? Now,
wow.
With that being said, okay, people, let's talk about this. Let's be for real. There has been this trend of people in terms of the local media and different people talking stupid. And it's one thing that jumped out to me from today's conference that I really want to talk to you guys about. And that was what Bob Quinn said pertaining to what's his name? Carlos Morales, whatever his name is. When Carlos Morales asked him about taking the tight end and fans being upset about him taking the tight end after taking Eric Ebron. Did y'all happen to see that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw it.
Okay. Now, this is what I found funny about it. Did you hear what Bob Quinn said to that response?
I did.
Bob Quinn said, with all due respect, in other words, to the fans, with all due
fans,
respect,
I'm not gonna pick the fans.
I wasn't here when they made that pick. He wasn't my pick.
But he said something before that, though.
But listen,
Yeah, he did.
The funny thing is this. After the question was asked, you know the first thing I did? The first thing I did was I decided to go on to Detroit Free P and look to see was that a question that he was trying his best to egg him on with. And what I found out was not only did he put that in a story, he put it in a story, and he comes out with an article that reads, "The Lions will be making a mistake picking the tight end at number 8, and here's why." And he got a picture of TJ Hockenson up. Now, you can tell he's a little bit irritated from this story because when Bob Quinn responds to him, and I want to make sure I get this right.
Who are you talking about, Monarez or Burkett?
Yeah, Carlos Morales.
I think yeah, man. Just let people know he on site for me, bro.
It's crazy because between him and Dave Burkett, I was trying to figure out how did they come to these conclusions. Now, here's what he said, people. I'm going to give y'all a quick flash if you missed it. He says, I asked Quinn if tight end is his interested. Why did he write this like this? Okay. So he said, I asked Quinn if he was upset. He said, I asked Quinn if a tight end he's interested in is available when the Lions pick at 8 overall. Would he have to take into account the disappointment tenure of tight end Eric Ebron, who never lived down the expectations of being drafted 10 overall by Martin Mayhew in 2014? And in all due respect, and this is what Quinn said. He said, in all due respect to the fans out there, he says, Quinn says, I can't take the fans' sentiment into who I draft and who I sign for this team. And I wasn't the person that drafted Eric. So I think that's completely two different conversations. Hockenson is considered by some as one of the top tight ends prospects in this decade. Now let me ask you this thing. If Carlos Morales thinks that he's considered the top 10 prospect in a decade, why in the world would he now make the title start off with it would be a mistake for them to take it?
It's the same reason that Trey Flowers was the most sought out person on the market. We got him, all of a sudden he's trash. Well, when it comes to the Lions getting great players and doing great things, it's bad. But for everybody else, it's nice and fine and dandy.
It's amazing to me that's the narrative. I mean, but what say you though, Derrick? You know, to these statements. What say you? I mean, because you clearly know he was trying to push that man buttons, and while everybody is acting like the Lions are doing so bad, imagine if we had the Giants general manager. Did you see him today trying to answer questions? He rubbed his face. He was trying to hold that he was turning flush red. I mean, he was going through it. So what say you there? Why you think this thing is a reoccurring story for the Detroit Lions? Derrick, what happened to him? Derrick, you there? All right, I don't know what happened to him. We go over to TA. TA, why you think this is a reoccurring thing?
I'll be right back, guys. My bad.
After these messages. Yeah.
Why do you think this is a reoccurring thing for the Detroit Lions media?
The media, because this is something that we've been accustomed to. They do it all the time. You know, bring up, conversations like this, and it's just the media doing what the media does to Detroit, man. They bash us. They don't give us the credit when we're trying to do things right, and they don't even give us that respect, man, as far as when we're trying to do something and trying to make changes in all these different things. So I don't know, man, why they just do it. They just do it, man. I don't know why. They just hate us, man.
It's crazy to me. Like, and to the people in the chat, y'all tell me, am I crazy? Have y'all noticed some of these questions that they're asking our players and our coaches and our general manager? Is it just me, or are these not some of the dumbest questions I've ever seen? Is it just
it's
me?
Not you. No, it ain't you. It's all of us.
Think about this. We are a week away from the draft. You're gonna ask this man. Yeah, you're gonna ask this man who he drafting right now. Why did you think he was gonna answer that?
Yeah, we ain't telling you that.
And here's the thing. When you listen to these things, you listen to these questions that they have, like, okay, one of the questions that they asked him in the interview, which I was still trying to They was asking him all these questions about Matthew Stafford's wife, and he repeated multiple times that Matthew wants us to keep that private. So what do? Right. They wait and ask him a question about are they going to trade or do anything with Matt, and he walked off on him. See, that's that life I'm talking about right there. I mean, J-Mo, you know better than me. You know better than me, J-Mo, that this junk is getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, they're not trading Stafford.
Now here's the thing. For those who
that's why I'm so that's why honestly when it comes to the Lions, I'm just happy, man. Because the type of general manager that walks off when you talk about trading your quarterback is the type of general manager you need. Like he straight this Stafford stuff again, let me just walk away. And Bob Quinn, man, every time I watch an interview, I'm like, this dude's so smart. I'll be learning that stuff watching him. I'm like, he's really focused and he knows what he's doing. I don't know, man. Bob Quinn is really doing a good job, I think. And I think the reporters know it, and they're mad. They want him to have a bad draft, and I sense that they sense that he's not. So they're trying to find any angle to take him down a peg or take us down a peg in any way. It fails at every turn. I mean, he walked off.
He just dropped the mic on him and left.
Josh McDonald 100 says, if they weren't so dumb, we wouldn't have found you. Blessings in disguise. You ain't lying. I appreciate that, man. Because
for sure.
Because
Luke G out here. When I found Luke G, I'm like, oh yeah, I can get with this.
They was doing so much dumb stuff that they literally just forced me into it. I was like, okay, this is what y'all want to do, so I'm gonna make sure I show people. Like they got me fact checking them like I'm CNN, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Reporting on this stuff every week, man.
Sports Talk says because of Morales and Valenti, and everybody know. Even that the RJ, he says it's the Valenti effect. It is everything Detroit.
Yeah.
But wait till y'all see my video on Valenti, because I'm gonna show y'all why y'all don't need to listen to this guy, or why y'all need to start calling in and telling him, bruh, chill out, make your mind up. He gonna hang up on you anyway.
That's if you get through. That's if you get through.
Yeah, that's to get through. Yeah, you're gonna get screened before you even get through.
The crazy part is I always get through. That's the crazy part. I think
because I think they like.
They never hung up on you, Luke.
They never hung up on me.
They like, they need that. If they don't have somebody challenging them, then it's not a show. They need that person on there. You know what I'm saying? They need the people to follow them, but then they need those people so he can get excited about.
But it doesn't work, because I remember when they were talking about the Pistons, somebody came on and was talking about Andre Drummond's great rebound numbers, and Valenti said you can take those rebound numbers and tat it on your behind.
No, that's my point. That's exactly my point.
So you just gonna ignore everything he's done for the game and just tell a dude that, and of course he didn't say it that politely.
Right.
Because you know why? Because the minute you back, I call it the scared animal effect. The minute you back a scared animal into a corner, I guarantee you all that fear turned into anger, and he coming about that corner. So once he got back into a corner, the first thing he did was pounce, because he knew he can control the narrative by hanging up on him.
Hanging up, yep.
And now he got the control. Make you like you ridiculous. See, to me, if you really about that life, let's have the conversation, and then when we done having the conversation,
let's have it.
See, the last time I was on Vosh show, I told him that the Cowboys, in my opinion, in the second round should be looking to get a top running back. He was like, "Oh, they can get that in the third or fourth." I said, "No, you can't. There's too many teams that need running backs. I don't see that happening." He was like, "No, they need a lineman, man." I said, "Okay, I feel you, but you taking a lineman at 58." First of all, I told him previously that trade for Amari Cooper for a first was stupid. I'm like, you got to pay to do it again. On top of paying him, you got to pay Zeke and you got to pay all these other people. But he thought I was crazy when I said running back.
In the Cowboys' eyes, it got them a playoff win. So,
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Did it really, though? I mean, you
beat him. It was the defense, but we just gonna say that.
Right. And the truth is this. The truth is, when I was talking to him, I could tell he thought I was crazy, because he was like, "Why would we take a running back with that second round pick?" And my response was simple. I'm like, if you take a lineman at 58, I'm like, that's cool. But you're not going to have your best option to come in off the bench, because every time I watch them, the minute Zeke sit down, the offense stop. Yeah. And I told him it would behoove him to have a running back that could come in and keep it going. And he like, no. Oh, you don't believe it?
I don't know why, but for some reason the Cowboys be getting rid of all their productive running backs. They could have held on to some of their older guys. They just like, nah, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Now hold on real quick. I'm seeing something. Ace, who is Ace? Ace, wait a minute. What is? Marcus says I would love to hear Ace on the show. These brothers are doing. Who is Ace?
The Ace Taker. Oh man, that's the OG homie. I think you're talking about that. Ace Taker ain't been on. I miss Ace Taker. Ace Taker ain't been on it. Oh wow.
I don't think he been. Yeah. I ain't seen that in a long.
Yeah, I ain't seen that Ace Taker video in a while.
Long time. Yeah.
Luke, man, I hope you don't get mad, man. But Luke G's field review with where you at, Luke, subscriber wise, right now?
Let me
7.
Listen, Derrick. You know you keep up with this.
702. 702 right now. That's what the last update is. 702.
Yeah, it was an R&B group called 702.
Don't do it, PA. I just gotta say that Luke G, 702 subscribers, currently has 51 likes, no dislikes, and 74 people watching in the chat. Bosch Lombardi right now got 54 people currently watching. And I just say that because Luke he might not agree with you, but he gonna respect you. And I think that is something that, Luke, that you bring to your show. And I think the chat and the people in the chat could agree that, that's one of the big upswings about you, man. So I just got to say that because he hung up on you, man. Like, really? You know what I'm saying?
He hung up on me basically like I'm crazy,
I can't believe he said the Bears was going to beat the crap out of
him. He did it after he got the last word in. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. What up, the Rich Law? Welcome to the show. Here's the last thing. I like his show. I really do.
Yeah.
I really like his show, but it's funny because, like I said, he had all these people calling in. They was talking about I'm wrong, I'm crazy. I said that's cool. My job is to be able to give y'all unbiased, fair media representation. Right. And without being a homer. And if you can't see that the Lions improved, then I'm trying to really wonder what you're doing. I can see what the Dallas Cowboys have done. I can tell you their contracts. I can tell you those things. I watch all the teams so I can know what the trends are and what's going on. Even yesterday, I got a message from Scott McMillan. He did a very good detailed message where he was showing me his possible draft, and he was talking about a particular player as a sleeper, and I responded to him with, yo, I got to do a video on this one because I couldn't find no film on him, but the film I found on him had me looking like, why did I don't remember this dude?
Wow. He was that good?
It was that good.
Okay.
And I tell people like, I don't watch highlights. Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch highlights. I watch film. Listen. I can't make this up.
And that's facts, guys.
Hashtag facts. TA, can I say it? Is it okay?
Yeah, so it's okay. It's okay.
All right. TA was planning to do another video showing some sympathy to Greedy Williams. And he said that he was going to watch some film. I said, that's cool. I said, that's cool. I want to watch film with you, right? This is what happened. No fake. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. with you watching film with him. We watched film with Greedy Williams. We went through snap by snap of Greedy Williams. TA, what did you see? And what did your thoughts was when we got done watching film?
I saw a guy. I saw a guy that was an ankle biter. And what I mean by that guy is an ankle biter. A guy that tackles from the ankle. He doesn't hit up high. He grabs the ankles. And I saw a guy that basically, you know what I'm saying? Greedy Williams, he's very good in coverage. He can keep up with his guy, things of that nature. But I just saw poor tackling techniques. I saw his read and reaction was not really, really good. When the running back was getting the ball, he was running away from the running back. I'm like, hey man, you're supposed to run to the running back, not away from him. So I don't know. I guess the guy is, he doesn't tackle. And the biggest thing is, man, when you're an ankle biter, man, I guess that's all you can do. But Greedy, he's good in coverage. Some coverage that I saw, he was able to cover and keep up with guys, but at the same time, he's an ankle biter, and we need somebody that's going to make some plays, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I think about Greedy. I think he's one of those potential
is there though.
Right, he reminds me of, like, I'm not gonna compare him to Slade, but I'm gonna compare him to Slade when it comes to potential. Like, he's gonna struggle, but that third, fourth year, I think he's gonna be really good because he has the talent. But if we trying to pick a impact player, he's not the guy. It's 2 corners better than him. That's always how I felt.
And
like he gotta come in day one. I'm telling you, Byron Murphy day one. Oh, it's on and popping. Greedy Williams day one. Oh, he getting cooked. It just is what it is.
Now listen, 2 Liter asked me. He says, speaking of film, have you seen PJ Locke? Now, many people don't know this, but I do love Michigan State first and foremost. But my second favorite team is the Texas football. I just always enjoy what they do. The fact that they hold town and everything is all about football. So I am very familiar with PJ Locke from Texas. Scott McMillan says, yes, just like that guy we talking about, Luke, I seeked out guys that want to bring the heat they play through the whistle at 100%. And that's my problem. When I looked at Greedy Williams, I did a film study on him. I always do in all my film studies, and which is why they're so lengthy. I always do the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the reason I do that is because that gives a fair representation without me just sitting there saying, oh, he's great. And then you go and watch film and look up and be like, did you see him get trucked? Well, when TA said he's going to do it, TA was really convinced. After watching somebody else's films, that this guy was worth giving a second chance. And what ended up happening was he walked away and was like, "Yeah, I'm going to put this on pause because I didn't see all this." Nah, see, because the other person gave you one side of the coin. I'm gonna give you both sides.
I saw basically the good side of him. I'm going to say this about Greedy Williams. I'm not going to say that this guy he ain't going to be an athlete. He ain't going to be good because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But from what I saw in the film, he does need some work. He does need to be able to adjust his game. His read and react definitely is something that he got to work on because you can't just be running away from the guy when the guy is coming your way. You need to be able to go in and get that guy all that smoke, give him all the smoke.
Yeah, and I just feel like some players are project players and some aren't. And I know this is football and it's different from something like basketball. People say, well, you can't predict and you don't know. Some players, they're going to be good. Like Byron Murphy, I know he's going to be good. He just has everything. He has.
But would you guys say this, that there's different type of corners out there? It's the corner. Okay, me and Luke talked about hold on, listen to me. Me and Luke talked about this, you know what I'm saying, too, while we was talking about Gritty, and we brought up Charles Woodson and we brought up Deion Sanders. And I told Luke, well, basically Deion Sanders was a guy that he wouldn't go in and hit you, he wouldn't go in and plant you. He would make a tackle, but he wouldn't wrap you up and drive you to the ground. Now, Charles Woodson was a guy that would hit you, go in, make the play, and intercept the ball. And I was telling Luke, you know what I'm saying, that's the type of corner I would love to have. Somebody like a Charles Woodson that would go in and make the hit and pick you off at the same time. And Charles definitely.
Listen. Hold on real quick, J-Mo, because I wanted that right there segues into the perfect question. And I think it's a question that was brought up by TA on one of his videos where he talks about the importance of this draft. And to me, I'm going to ask all of you guys, how important is this draft? Like for me, this draft is super important. They have to hit home on that first and second pick. They have to. And this is why when people names come up like Greedy Williams, when I see the now you know I gotta beat you down for doing that, right? Why would you for all the people that you gonna name the one person that we don't speak his name on this show because guess what? He needs work, and that's all I'm pointing out to you. But since you brought up Montez Sweat, I just want to make sure you still with us, man. Okay. And if you bring up Rashard Gary,
congratulations, you played yourself.
I'm just gonna keep it 100. Listen. All I'm saying is this. At the end of the day, they have to nail that first and that second pick. So we're gonna do this really quick. Derrick, how important is this draft for you?
The most important of Bob Quinn's tenure. He gotta hit more than he missed, and I have faith that he will.
Yep. All right. J-Mo, how important is this draft to you?
This is the most important draft in Lions history, and I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like a football team. I know I'm leaving out some positions, but I feel like a football team is supposed to have a certain cornerstones. You got your quarterback, you got your receiver, you got your running back, you got your defensive end, you got your defensive tackle, you got your cornerback. We have all that right now. Every position, we have elite players. This is our chance to do anything. It's not going to be, I don't know how long it's going to be to where you have a Darius Slay, you have a Carry-On, you have a Kenny Galladay, you have a Stafford, you have a Trey Flowers, you have a Snacks, you have a Jared Day. Like, when are we going to get this chance again?
Yeah. I mean, it's a very good point. And what say you, TA? How important is this draft?
Man, this I'm gonna tell you like this, Luke. This draft is very critical, man. It's very crucial, critical, pivotal, all those hard words. No, I'm just joking. But definitely, man, it's all of that, man. This is what we're gonna leave our mark at in the draft. We did really, really good, guys, in the free agency. We did well. And I definitely think that he has to get impact players. He definitely got to get guys that we can plug in and we can play, and you got to hit home runs with those first 2 picks, because those guys are going to be key parts of the team, and that's what we need right now. We need guys that's going to come in and make an impact, whether it's TJ Hawkinson, whether it's Khalil Hodge, whether it's whatever different various players that we've been talking about, guys that make impacts. We need those guys on this team because that's only going to make us better. And we need to have a top 10 defense. That's just flat out. You're not going to win. You're not going to do anything if you ain't got a good defense. And the Lions have to have, it's a must that we do good, guys, in this draft. We have to draft.
Now listen,
well.
Luke, before you go, can I say one thing?
What's that?
If we have a draft like last year, and last year, I mean, we got 4 players that I think gonna make a Pro Bowl someday. We're gonna do more than win a playoff game, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Well, I think to me, Roland G posed a very good question. And Roland G, I did get that video you sent me. I did some work on that video. I thought it was very interesting, and I'm going to make a video about that video you sent me. But Roland G brings up a very good question. He says, "Okay, let's put it this way: what grade do the Lions have to have in this draft for success?"
It gotta be an A.
It has to be. I think it gotta be
I would love an A.
I ain't accepting nothing less than an A.
I would love an A, but a B could work, because a B would mean we got 3 great players, in my opinion.
Okay, so if 3 is a B, what's an A?
A is like 4, like last year. Like that's the greatest. I'm serious. That's the greatest draft I ever seen. Every player we got is a beast.
I mean, here's another question that I like right here, and this comes from I Am Bruce. Welcome to the show, I Am Bruce. Please hit that like, subscribe. I Am Bruce says, "Okay, is the draft a bust if Quinn pick an O-line at 8?" I'm not gonna say that, because did he feel a need? Yes. The question is the lineman that he picked going to come in and have the impact as a Quentin Nelson, as a Joe Thomas? Now, if the lineman he picked don't do that, we got problems, because now that can set us back. That can set us back.
Yeah, I don't think so either, man.
So for me, they got to do something that's going to shake it up. When I look at this division and how our schedule is set up, I mean, let's be honest here. We're going to have an opportunity to do something really special, and that's in order for us to do it, we have to go out and nail this draft. We have to.
We have to.
If we go out and get our O-line, man, and then we have a top 3 offensive line, then I mean, what are you gonna do? Put Carry-On behind that and see what happens.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's just it. He can't be a bust. He can't be a bust. If we don't get him, he cannot be a bust.
Keep in mind, people. Keep in mind that what they're going to do is they're going to set it up in such a way so that not only can they get the wins, but they're going to be able to sustain it, because they're going to have depth. And that's the first thing y'all got to look at that's different for the people like Willie Kennedy Jr., who he really wants to lock in on this, but he like, man, I don't been played too many times. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. He understand his point. The same with Greg Moore. When these guys come in, you never hear me bash them, because I understand where they're coming from. It's just a matter of getting into it. So, but I Am Bruce says it's hard to fault a pick to add to the trenches. I mean, and that's where. That's all I've been hearing since I was a Lions fan. Everybody, they don't never want to build the Lions up. Well, they doing it.
Yeah.
Well, I know Matthew can't get sacked 17 times, and
that can't happen.
That can't happen again. That can't happen.
That better not happen.
And I think that Bob Quinn know that too. So
is he averaging almost like 40-something sacks a season? They getting sacked that many times?
He's averaging. I think the last time I checked, he's averaging almost 40. It's basically like 38. He's averaging 38. If you were
the only time I don't think Stafford got sacked 40 times is 2016, and lo and behold, didn't we make the playoffs that year? That makes sense.
It's crazy. It's one of the things, man. Like I said, people don't realize this kind of stuff be happening. When you got a quarterback with broke fingers and you tell him to throw the ball 50 times, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, so,
yeah.
I think overall, people, this is the thing that you're going to see. Again, I want to make sure I make this clear. We will be live for the draft. I'm going to have the phone line strapped. I got everything. I'm going to test everything out. I'm making sure. I'm making sure technology don't fail us for the draft so we can get this thing done right. We are going to have everything King on. We're going to have on another guest, Detroit's own Big Will, and it's going to be 6 of us, not 4, 6 of us. So that way it's completely unbiased. So somebody can check us if we're wrong. That's what I want. I don't want us to feel like we the authority. But I appreciate everybody coming to be a part of the show. We did just hit that 2-hour mark.
Wow.
And we had
quick, man. I'm not ready to stop, Luke. Let's keep going.
Listen, you want to keep going? Y'all okay? A few more
15
minutes?
more minutes. 15
where
more
we at?
minutes.
See, I got 139. That's what I got. We at 139.
I got us started at 8:10. So
15 more minutes.
15 more minutes. All right, cool. Listen,
I'm
down.
Yeah, for J-Mo. We doing it for J-Mo, baby.
Wait, no, it's a 140.
My fault, y'all.
The YouTube time right now is one.
We're doing it for J-Mo,
140.
Okay, so it says 140. Then let's keep it going. Then, all right. I thought it was a 2-hour mark. My apologies, people. This is what happened when you don't have your Snickers for the day. It happens.
We gotta give the people.
My bad. My apologies,
give the
people.
what they want.
Now, listen. Hold on. Wait. I have always said this, and I think I've been very clear about this. No Miss Johnson says. He says, I want in. Josh McDonald 100 says, I got to go. Peace out, Josh McDonald. Appreciate you coming in.
Peace out, Josh. We appreciate the subscription, baby. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button.
But No Miss Johnson says that he want in. Listen, I promise you, if you want to be on the show, hit me up on Twitter or via email. And in the title, please put what the subject you want to talk about, because if I seen some random emails that looked like it was coming from some things that I'm not sure why they was being sent to me, and I was like, I'm not opening that up. You know what I mean?
You know how to read? Hey, Luke, you know how to read Braille?
No. But
just asking, brother. Just asking.
I want in. Oh man.
Whatever, man. I'm just saying, man. But listen, I really am finna go ham on this Bob Quinn video, man. I started the video. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. The video already 10 minutes, and I am in rare form as it is. I could not believe what he did in this interview. I was so proud of this man. And then I go and look at the New York Giants interview, and I was like, yo, that could be our GM. Oh my God, this guy is horrible.
Right, the GM that signed Odell to a huge contract, only to trade him and have like $60 million in dead cap.
I know.
Who does that?
And when Giants fans were telling me, but it's okay. I'm like, $16 million dead cap. Stop talking to me.
Now Malik Fett says Stafford needs a wide receiver like Hakeem Butler. Okay, I mean, listen, if Hakeem Butler is there, that would be nice to have Hakeem Butler. But the thing is,
but what does he mean when he says that?
Well, no, what he's saying that give him somebody with some speed that's gonna get down the field. Hakeem Butler's got a lot of speed and can get down the field. And he's 6'6", so that's definitely a huge thing right there.
I mean, that's what Kenny Galladay does.
Yeah,
but put some respect on his
name. Listen, it's not saying that. They're just saying right now, if you look at our receiving core, it wouldn't hurt to add that extra receiver, because if we come out in the 4 receiver set, it's going down. You know?
Yeah, but when he says he's the type of receiver he needs, I'm like, well, what type of receiver is he? And then you tell me that we have that type of receiver. I'm like, well,
okay.
Like you say, Anthony Isabella. Oh yeah, we don't have a receiver like that.
See, and look, that's what I'm saying, man. People want to draft a receiver, and it's like, we got Kenny Galladay, we got Marvin Jones, so why do we want a receiver?
We got Danny Amendola.
Oh God, don't
you can't leave y'all left him out. He part of the team, man. Stop leaving him out.
Listen,
I can run better routes than that.
Hold on.
Jenny.
We got somebody new. We got somebody new in the chat. We got, what's that? Flight 000. Everybody, don't forget to smash that like button, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, smash that like button, guys.
Yes,
get them,
man.
Get them likes
61
up.
right now.
Get them likes up, baby.
Now, I will tell you this much. The problem with the receiver argument, and it's something that I had to go back and reevaluate, is when are we taking them? Because Hakeem Butler ain't gonna be there in the 3rd and 4th round.
No, he's not.
So we talked about it, man. It would be after the 3rd, right?
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And even after the 3rd, according to Bob Quinn, who just came out and said that he sees tons of depth for those rounds.
Yeah.
So I started maybe go, well, I guess receiver not an option there, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, so to me, it's one of the things.
Man, I'm just sick of Lions fans always wanting the shiny toy because of
oh my God, that is
wait, hold on.
And you don't want what we actually need. Like you telling me to get Hakeem Butler, we got 2 number 1 receivers. It makes no sense to me.
Now listen, I'm gonna get this comment some love just because I think this is absolutely funny. Okay. But because he said I gotta give him some love. Sweden 88 says you can go ahead and start over. I'm here now. What is you talking about, man?
Sweden, man. Listen, bro. I gotta apologize to you yesterday. I'm so happy you in the chat. I gotta apologize, man. I had set up I didn't know I had set up them streams, man. And then I went back to delete them and I saw that you was in there and I was like, oh my God. So I couldn't. So I'm glad you're here, man. My bad, dude.
Man, listen, Sweden came in and literally told us to start over. Like don't show
when you drop $20, you can do that. I'm just saying.
That is a good point. That is a good point. You know what? Yeah, he did drop 20. You know,
he dropped 20. I see you still alive. Your wife didn't kill you, so I appreciate that,
baby. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. So listen, here's a question I got for y'all because I've been thinking about this for you guys who are in the chat still with us, and we appreciate it. Let me ask you this question, people. Roland G put the 100 in there and say, "I just dropped 100. Now what?"
No, he's saying at 100 you can do that.
Hey, at 100, okay.
Yeah,
at 100.
But listen,
he bought up.
Listen. Here's the thing. Is there anything y'all? Because I'm a big believer in trying to do things to improve the show. So I'm going to give y'all a chance to actually address each one of us. Is there anything that you want each one of us to do that can improve the content for you guys that y'all like? Is there a particular show that you want to see more of that we do? I know that I got a lot of messages about the live film study. People like, please do that more. Like I had one dude, he was like, man, why you gonna eat the Montez Sweat like that? And I was like, I'm not. You know, I'm
shout out to Go Lions, man. Don't worry. I'm going on after this, baby.
You know.
No, I told you, Luke, after I seen that video, I felt bad for the dude because he was literally bad on every play.
Listen, I got an email, man. The email was so detailed. He said, did you have to eat him like that? I said, oh no, wow. I was just trying to show that he needs some work. He was like, need some work.
No, Luke G was like, teach you the king, you know you. Gossip across the belly, you know he's trash already. That's what he said.
Listen.
Hey, Luke, way to tell us that you was gonna come with that, man. You ain't giving brother no time to think or nothing.
It's more so for the subs to kind of tell us what they kind of want to see more from us as a channel. So one of the things is like, for example, I know that people want to see more live shows from me. So in terms of, we'll start off with 313 J-Mo. What do you want to see more from 313 J-Mo? So that way he can get you the content you want to see more of. So please put that in the chat.
You want it, I got it.
Yeah, please put that in the chat. And then also tell us what you want to see more of from the Gridiron Blitz, what you want to see more of from Noble Sports Entertainment, and certainly what you want to see more of from Luke G's Field Review. Now, Lions Fan 75 says, what makes Ferguson an attractive prospect? Oh, I got something for that one. Oh, yes.
Let's go. Let him know, Luke. Let him know.
Now, Roland G says, Luke G Field Review video cam from all of you. Derrick doing his thing. Okay, so he want to see us all on camera. I cannot be on camera because of,
well, you know, I'm always on camera, so
yeah, I can't so, like, I'm always of the type of work I do for a living. So due to the kind of work that I do for, man, it's like he driving down the boulevard with them bumps, boy, them potholes. Whoa, them potholes he hitting, I guarantee you. Yeah. But now Sweet DJ say,
I need Noble to drop an R&B album.
Hey,
that's how we gonna start this show. We do got the spinoff. Let's plug the spinoff, TA. We got a spinoff show. It is untitled at this point. We need y'all to help us out. We struggling with it. We got some ideas, but neither one of us can agree. But in addition to our own personal channels, TA and I are going to spin it off like Hobbs and Shaw. Shout out to the new trailer that dropped today. Go check it out. Where we're going to be live Mondays at 8:00. It's going to be more to Woo, 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 woo. It's kind of gonna be an open mic style, where we talk about sports, the sports content. So tune in for that, guys.
And guys, we're gonna be talking about all the NFL teams, NBA sports. Period. We're gonna do it because we talk sports, baby.
Okay. Here's the thing. One of the things that they want to see is more updates on injured players like Agnew. I can certainly do that. I'll definitely get on top of that.
Wait, did they say you, Luke? Did they say Luke G?
No, it just. I figured they just put in that. So I figured they wanted all of us.
I got it.
I mean, Luke, they want to see more debates, Luke.
Yeah, I see that somebody said they want us to do some film study on cheerleaders. You trying to get me flagged for
you trying to get you to sleep on that couch.
Right,
man. That's what you're trying to do.
Man, listen.
One of the cheerleaders is my homie though.
Huh?
Yeah, I know they want some more to debate. Oh, I got a whole bunch of debates coming up. I got a bunch of debates scheduled, and I got something special scheduled tomorrow. So you're gonna want to tune in and hit that notification button because I got something really special tomorrow. It's a new segment that I'm introducing, and I think you will truly enjoy it and like it. So definitely hit that subscription button. Now, it says, Luke G, I want to see more debates. And
don't do it, Luke. Don't do it, man.
Detroiters look. See, it says, "Hey, Luke, you didn't answer my question." So let me tell you what's so attractive about Ferguson. Ferguson has a great deal of versatility. He can play DN, he can play outside linebacker, he can play inside linebacker. But what makes him particularly special is his ability on pivotal downs to get after the quarterback. If you watch the film on him, you're going to see plays where at times it don't look like he's giving his hardest because a lot of the times he's been left in containment or he's been like a spy guy. But what makes him special is he has unnatural abilities to rush the passer and control the line of scrimmage on the edge for the run. And it's funny you say that because I actually am starting to get like into the mindset that if they trade down, he's going to be the pick. Yeah, just because I'm starting to see that they talking to him a little bit too much for me. So that's what I'm starting to see. Now, Traxxu Sports Talk says he want to see longer round tables. Oh
man, Traxxu, you want us on here for 4 hours?
Hey, well, look, hey, look, I mean, look, we already do have that, and when we all have a Snickers, we flow, man. And J-Mo, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's a big commitment, but I think that we got big things coming. So y'all just stay tuned for that. But we definitely got big things in the work. So
now I gotta read another comment because Sweeten is on the road today.
I know.
He says Luke G is a master debater. I see what you're trying to do right there. That's
he actually said,
funny.
Yeah, Luke Chi. I love that, man. I see it. I like Luke Chi though. That's good.
Now Norman John says,
"Hey, that's funny." They said they want a longer round tables, man. Y'all can't get enough, huh?
Listen,
guy.
Maybe if our schedules get better, maybe we do an extra day or something. We'll see how.
Yeah, we may give y'all a little more time.
I mean, look, but listen, the season ain't even started yet. We got to get to when the season comes, man. Please.
Oh, when the season comes, y'all ain't gonna like me.
It's gonna be a wrap. I'm
gonna be mad emotional.
I'm
telling y'all now.
He feels that 3 hours will be perfect.
Who is this that said that?
Technical Jeff. Now, Lions fan 75 says, and what makes Baker in the conversation? Now, TA. Oh no, we didn't watch that. We said we was going to do that, right? We was going to watch it together, and I was going to show you what I saw. Okay, so what makes DeAndre Baker so special is he has a level of aggression at the line of scrimmage. He does not always do the press coverage like you would want, but when the ball is in the air, he will literally tooth and nail fight you for that ball while it's in the air. And one of the things that he's really good at is he's good at baiting the receiver. He has some things he got to work on. They all do. That's why they're not pros just yet. But one of the things about him is his ability to be able to play the run and blitz if you need be. There was a few times when we was watching Greedy Williams film, and me and TA happened to notice that Greedy Williams had clean shots to the quarterback, and he stopped.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He had a couple.
He just stopped. Yeah, though he could have got in, and he just stopped.
Yeah. Why did he just stop?
We don't know why. Listen,
he stopped and grabbed the stick.
Like he had a clean hit to destroy everything in the backfield. He just stopped and he waited. He waited till the dude.
Even want to say he didn't want to get a stat.
No. He waited till the dude ran past him and then hit his ankles.
I told you he's an ankle biter.
Right. Roland G says, "Hey, Lou G Field Review. We want a live show pre and post game with some Lions players. Make it happen. I'm working on it. Best believe I'm working on it.
And that's gonna be epic, baby.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
If y'all want to make it happen, y'all need to be atting these players. Tell them to come work with us.
And guys, I got to throw this plug in real quick. Come holler at me on the Gridiron Blitz right after this. I got some stuff I saw online that I want to talk about. And if you missed my live stream today, I'll bring you up to speed on that, man. But the Lions have put together something I think that's real cool, and we should, if y'all want, man, we should get together on it. So,
okay,
tune in right after this.
Now, Norman Johnson says, Luke G, would you compare Baker to Norman? Josh Norman?
I think he's faster than Josh Norman.
Well, I think he's talking about in terms of his aggression to want the ball. I wouldn't compare Baker to Norman in my opinion. To me, Baker's like a taller Janorius Jenkins, in my opinion. Like he scraps for that ball. He scraps for the tackle. Baker to me is one of them guys that he does like to he loves to get his hands dirty.
You see what Will Dirk say?
Yeah, hey man, if he lives up to that hype of being a taller Janoris Jenkins, that's a great football.
Go ahead, Luke.
Now, Will Dirk says he wants more Lions YouTubers as guests on the show. I have 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we got to get my bro Nomus on here, bro.
4. I have 4, 5, 6 people I got on there that I got coming, and Nomus is going to be one of the people. I got to reach out to him and stuff. I know he had hit me up and we talked about it for a brief second via the chat, but it's a time issue, man. Work schedule.
So just to let y'all know, there are 3 other cats part of this table as well. So
it's
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all don't do film study. Luke does film study.
No. I mean, as far as getting on the show, we all got our own shows as well. Luke got his show, but we all got our shows as well. So it ain't like just Luke, But I'm just saying, if y'all in a hurry.
Now, Frank Lucas says, Luke G, if we are 3-1 at the bye, we are not the same old Lions. If we are 1-3, we the same old Stafford.
3-1.
I kind of agree with him.
Okay.
If we 1-3, man, if we 1-3, it's just not. It's not going to be a pretty season.
Listen, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I've already been on record to say it, and I don't even need the draft to happen. They lose to the Cardinals, and y'all gonna have to calm me down because I'm gonna go through that film like a madman. You hear me? I'm gonna go through that. I'm gonna call out everything. I'm gonna call out the play calling. Everybody can get their feelings hurt. I'm sorry, So just saying, we want to be able to make sure that they understand something. I know that the first game shouldn't carry so much weight, but you can't be losing to the Cardinals. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
The first game is the most important.
I mean,
only because if you start 0-2, then you're basically done. So winning that first game, that just gives you that cushion.
Yeah.
Last year, if we won the first game, we probably would have won the next 2 games.
Right.
Don't talk about that first game, man. It was. I still see the
first games are always scary.
I mean, I had my popcorn. First play of the game is a pick 6. I just was like, the level of hype.
Dude, you know how many people I blew off to watch that game? How many people were calling me like, really? You watching football? I'm like,
yeah.
So
Hey, so let me put this out here. What do you guys think if Arizona drafts Kyler Murray? How do you prepare for Kyler Murray?
We in trouble.
Williams.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
I love that. You see it too, Luke.
Hold on. What did I say?
What you talking about, Luke?
We looking at the same thing, D. Williams?
No. Listen. If I find a way to get Mike Valenti to come on this show, that'll be.
I said D. Williams.
But that was what I was looking at. I was looking at this belief that Greg Gore put. He says Lions do struggle against mobile quarterbacks. That's not true. They struggled against a mobile quarterback. That was Mike Vick. The rest of them, we did a pretty good job with.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, Luke.
Who?
Mobile quarterbacks been cooking us for years. I seen
Yeah,
even though Tahir Whitehead is trash. I seen Trubisky look at Whitehead like you're not gonna tackle me and then run for that first down in that Bears game. And then in the Bears game on the road, Trubisky been cooking us with his legs.
He said
Russell Wilson always cooks us with his legs.
Russell.
Russell Wilson don't cook us with his leg. We were so focused on Marshawn Lynch. He was free to go. We was like, man, could y'all please stop?
But that's what
I don't know, man. I remember one play. I watched Ziggy Ansah chase him around the whole backfield.
Oh yeah,
man.
That's about Russell, man. And that's what I think.
Yeah, Russell. Mobile quarterbacks give us problems.
When did Cam Newton cook us?
Not last year.
Cam Cook.
I mean, but Cam Newton is different.
Aaron Rodgers don't count. Aaron Rodgers don't even run to run. Aaron Rodgers run to get a spot to throw. He don't run.
But he's mobile though. But he's still a mobile QB.
He shouldn't be able to throw the ball. He shouldn't be able to throw the ball.
But y'all both seen every time they grab him, they throw a flag for something. It's either not laying a pillow down, flag on the play, not giving him a blanket. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always something every time they touch him. I just don't think we've had that big of an issue with mobile quarterbacks. And now y'all gonna have me do another live film study because y'all.
I'm gonna need you to because Trubisky was cooking us in both of the games.
You need an assistant, man. You gonna have to get you a secretary or something, man.
It's been a long time. I'm talking about the last I can remember doing this dirty was Michael Vick. I remember that game. I was like, this don't even look interesting.
But it's not about destroying us. It's about moving the chains against us consistently.
Yeah, just making plays. Right.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I've seen a lot of guys.
If you take off on the Lions twice and get good yardage, that's not we getting beat by the mobile quarterback. When I hear
when they're immobile, they never do that. That's my point.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Yeah. Nah,
I've seen Dak Prescott do that to us. We lost both those games.
Okay.
So if they happen to draft him, how do we prepare, Luke?
He said Josh Allen.
How y'all bring this stuff up at the end of the show, man?
He said Josh Allen was cooking us. Now, I would give you Josh Allen. I would give you Josh Allen.
Oh yeah, he was cooking us.
Yeah, but I think at that point the motivation was gone.
I don't know. The defense was in that game.
The motivation seemed like it left out the window once we got to that game. I think it was a little disappointing.
Yeah, we lucky we don't play Lamar Jackson.
No, listen. Listen, those kind of people. But see, he can't throw though. He don't really. He don't.
I don't believe
no matter he can't throw, he can use his legs. He got legs.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you pay attention to how the NFL is working, you're starting to notice that these quarterbacks who take off, the defender is no longer letting up. They're laying into these guys, and so quarterbacks are now refusing to do that. Because they don't want to get. They don't want to get.
I feel like. Well, I'll answer.
But they will
Kyler
run.
Murray. We're gonna have to develop a game plan that he hasn't seen for defensively. That's gonna confuse him because he's really smart. He can really throw. He's very mobile. So the only way you combat that is with something so intricate that he can't understand, and it makes him throw picks.
Right.
All right. So listen. I'm gonna do this.
Hey Luke, because that'll be the breakout game Kyler Murray had. Like, he destroyed the Lions. Look at
man, he ain't gonna destroy us. Darius
that's the narrative that you're gonna get. He destroyed the Lions. Look at this rookie. Let's go, Kyler.
It's not gonna happen.
Listen, to me, I'm not worried about Kyler Murray because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm being honest. This is what they're gonna do. I'm not making this up. I'm guaranteeing this is gonna happen. Yeah. The Lions are gonna come out that first game. If Kyler Murray is the starting quarterback, which I don't think he will be, but if he is, and I hope he is, I guarantee you they're gonna put one guy to spy him the entire time. And what that one guy that's gonna be spying him is gonna probably be like Miles Killebrew or some type of safety up there to spy him. Now, if the Lions mess around and draft Jonathan Abrams and Kyler Murray know what's good, he'll remember what happened last time he took off with Jonathan Abrams. I don't think he's gonna want to do that too much. Now, I'm just saying that at the end of the day, I think that when you look at it, I don't think that the mobile quarterback is going to be an issue for the Lions. The biggest issue that I see could be a threat for the Detroit Lions are tight ends because our linebackers are going to have it working.
It's always been like that. Well, I'm gonna just tell you a reason why we've struggled with mobile quarterbacks is simple as this: we never had any linebackers. And if you don't have any linebackers, mobile quarterbacks cook you. When have we had linebackers since DeAndre Levy? Our linebacker core has always been deficient. That's why I said we always get cooked by them because the linebackers never can get the quarterbacks on the ground.
Because that's one thing Levy did. He played good. He played very, very good in great coverage. That's something that he did.
I miss him, man.
Now,
Levy.
Frank Lucas say open the hotlines up. We got about a few more minutes, Frank. And
man, we got about no more minutes, bro. Where we at?
Yeah, I thought we
like, I know when that highlight
we go to the crack.
That can only mean one thing.
Hey, listen,
I know.
Listen. After I stayed up, I was laughing at the Gridiron Blitz.
Don't
yesterday.
you do it, Luke? Don't you do it to me, man?
And woke up my son.
Yeah.
And end up staying up to 2 a.m. because he was up. I was like, dang it, I don't woke up my kid.
That's what I did.
You ain't lying, man. Karma is real. People do not take it lightly. Lee Bittner says, I don't think mobile will be a problem anymore now that never look. Oh yeah, Lawson. Yeah. He said never looking. Lawson is gone.
Never looking Lawson
down. Right.
That's funny.
Brendan Anderson says T.J. Edwards is a lot like Levy. I get that same feeling. That was my exact comparison. I was like, he looked just like DeAndre Levy. And Sip Trot says he missing him like a rip son. Hey, man. Hey. Let me see what we got. Nicholas, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Nicholas says you didn't take the video down. Laughing out loud. That was hilarious, Derrick. See, I told you it wasn't just me.
No, I left it up there. Yeah, I know. I left it up there.
Listen, that entire time, if y'all have not seen that video and you just want to laugh for a moment, and go and watch the Gridiron Blitz not the last live stream, the live stream from last night with the scheduling, and watch. You're gonna notice he's having a full-fledged conversation, and don't nobody say nothing back, and he's shaking his head and everything. He's like, yeah, no.
Shout out to Trot Sports Talk, man.
Sweet
Nova says. Nova says Jared Goff is the worst quarterback that he's seen playing the Super Bowl in some time.
Yep, wow. That's fact. That's fact,
that is
man.
true,
when they said Jared Goff was that, he was not that bad in the Super Bowl. He was, but I'm saying he was.
I was about to say, did you watch it?
No.
Do we have to go over this one more time?
The key word with the Super Bowl. What up, Frederick Williams?
What's up, Fred?
Now, Sweet in 88. That's a good idea. He says live stream the games on YouTube or Twitch. I'm not going to do it on YouTube. YouTube will destroy my page. But Twitch might work. So I might take that into account.
We got to talk about some things, man, because Sweetness is reading my mind. So we got to talk about it. Yeah, I got some things.
Twitch might work. Miles says, Hodge joined the linebacker squad, we would be elite. Let me tell you something. We get Khalil Hodge on this linebacker squad, people. Let me just talk to you for a minute. We get Khalil Hodge on this linebacker squad. Listen. I'm liable to start breakdancing. Y'all gonna see me up here doing head spins. Y'all gonna see me up here doing the worm. I'm gonna be pop locking. You know,
Hey man, y'all, I'm right there with him. Like I'm gonna do me and Luke gonna do a dance break video.
That would be hilarious.
Now Ghost Gunner says you better have a throwaway account for Twitch. Now, why you say that? Do they get at you on Twitch with the NFL? Cause I know they get at you on YouTube. So let me know, Ghost. Frederick Williams says, I gotta admit, Jared Goff did get exposed last season against the Lions. He did. Roland G says Andrew Taylor, and when that happens, when Lawson has a breakout game against he won't have one against the Lions. He won't. No. It's not gonna happen.
Absolutely not.
Man, this dude don't intercept.
Especially if he on the outside, Kenny Galladay getting 200.
Right.
I wish they would put him on the outside.
I hear you, baby.
Get an interception.
Broken Lion, welcome to the show. Broken Lion says put Matthew Stafford on that Rams team. They'd have scored twice in that game.
Broken Lion, I need you to be my 1400, baby. Go hit that subscription button, man. 1400.
Welcome to the show, Broken Lion.
Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, man, we about to torch and never lost it.
Listen. When the name Lawson came up, I had to catch myself. I was finna go on another one of those rants. Like, now listen, why y'all want to do this to me? You know that some people don't even deserve to have their name mentioned, but I caught myself. Thank the good Lord for that. So we got the RJ says we have a Khalil Hodge sighting, laughing out loud. Say what? What you talking about? What you talking about?
What you talking about?
What you talking about, the RJ? You gotta let me know what you up on. Frank Lucas says, Luke, let me give CJ the donkey of the day.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Why he get donkey of the day?
And that's from somebody else's show, man. We got our own thing over here.
I thought he was talking about like CJ Anderson. That's what
I know who he was talking about.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about CJ Anderson. I'm so slow. Y'all gotta excuse me. It says the AFC GM said Hodge has a bad body. Good. See, think about this. Why would a GM come out to talk about another man's body? Let's just start off with that.
He got a bad body.
Y'all so foolish. Y'all are foolish.
Think about this for a minute. If that ain't the biggest smoke screen, would you if you were a man, are you really concerned about another man body? Y'all don't like his body? You know,
I was like, and you should have seen the look on my face. I had a face of confusion. He has a bad body. I've never heard that.
Why would like of all your assessments, you ain't have not one football critique. Your critique was his body. That's your problem.
Oh my god! Here, Khalil Hodge is in shape.
I mean, seriously, like come on,
he got 2 club feet, baby.
Listen,
man, Khalil Hodge is shaped like a bull, man.
Like, let's be honest here. If this man came out of all his assessments in a news conference, they say, "Hey, what do you think about Khalil Hodge?" You know, his body. That's all you had was his body, man.
Yeah,
please.
That's all he could find.
Yeah.
Hey, was he looking at him on a Sports Illustrated cover or something, body issue or something? What's going on?
Man, I don't even know.
Y'all some fools.
Listen,
I just want to know those Lions fans that keep looking at Khalil Hodge's pro day numbers and y'all swear he's not going to be good. I can't wait for the season to start.
Because they said he run.
I hope we get him, but this dude's going to be a beast.
And listen, I'm with Jimmy on this. RJ, I still need an explanation after that comment. Talk to me, because if what Fox Sanders saying, if the only comment is his body, I'm even more concerned because they probably trying to scare people off. Like, you know, let me tell you about his body. See, his body is horrible. Okay, like, you know,
your body. My body.
He could have came out and said anything like, I ain't like the way he ran.
Yeah, that's not 40, a good look.
You know, or I ain't like the way his bench press was. He talked about the man body. Come on, people, let's stop playing around. That's
something else, man. Y'all a mess.
Man, listen, Khalil Hodge. There's a video showing Khalil Hodge working his butt off to get ready for the draft and things like that, and the count in his workout. And I'm telling you, when I looked at, I'm like, yo, this is somebody who you got room to add more muscle on, and he was still effective. Effective. And this guy right here, I'm telling you, go and look at all the other linebackers. Any linebacker you want to bring to me, bring him to my face. We'll put him up against Khalil Hodge, and I'll show you why I'm so impressed and why he's my number one linebacker in this draft. I'm telling you, but for a GM to come out and the first thing he gonna say is, yeah, that guy's body, miss me with that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, so you saying basically pound for pound, Khalil Hodge is, you know what I'm saying, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world of linebackers.
I mean, pound for pound or tackle for tackle.
I'm just based on what I've seen and some of the research that I did, I've never seen anything about injuries, but Fox NG said that something about his knees also. I never seen anything or no reports talking about him. You know, it just doesn't see it. I don't see it, and like I said, if the only assessment he had was talking about his body, that lets me know that
he said it about 10 times, bro.
Hey, somebody said Khalil Hodge eating out.
You know, I feel like Khalil Hodge is one of those players. You look at his pro day numbers, and then you watch his tape, and you're like, wow.
Yeah,
like,
this
really?
dude.
You like, it's not making no sense.
This dude,
like, why is he all over the field making all the plays?
And it's crazy too. I'm telling you, that be what a smoke screen look like when they ask you about a player and you start talking about stuff like if they were to ask Bob Quinn, like, so what are your thoughts about T.J. Hockenson, and he break out and be like, he eats donuts. Like, wait a minute, what does that got to do with football? Like, come on, man.
Hey, Earl, he likes him fresh.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I like my coffee with 3 creams. He only wants 1. I don't understand it. Like, what?
Y'all are terrible, man.
Hey, did you see what what's his name, George Kittle, said about Hockenson and Noah Fant?
No, what'd he say?
He said that he glad he graduated because both of those guys would have took his spot.
Man, listen.
That's what he said.
Listen,
so not graduated, but went to the draft. He like, both of these guys are better than me. That's what he did.
Because it was asked of me to do some more breakdown videos, I'm gonna say my opinion on that. But I can tell you this much: I saw a video today that had me look at these people and say, "Y'all stupid." Like I don't call people stupid or dumb, but I really had to say it because when I saw it and what they said, I just said to myself, "You have got to be stupid." And what they said was, what I mean to tell you who on the video was, what they said was this: they said, and quote, they said that TJ Hockenson is not elite because he's not fast. I said, since when does speed make you elite?
Especially at the tight end position.
Because game speed and 40 speed is totally different.
It's totally different. Now, Frederick Williams says Renell Warner, D lineman out of Arizona State, may be a sleeper and a keeper for the Lions. Man, when I watched that dude tape, I was like, okay, I see why they looking at him. I see why they looking at him.
Was Darius Leonard high on the draft board last year?
Not that I know of.
No.
Yeah, and then the coach picked him out of nowhere, and he was a freaking Pro Bowl. That's what I think. Khalil Hodge is like that, but on a lighter scale. I'm not gonna say he's as good as Darius, but I just feel like somebody gonna pick him, and they gonna hit the lottery.
Now, Greg Gore says Kettle is better except for the blocking with Hockenson. Kettle blocks, but I mean,
I think Hockenson might. I don't know. We gotta see because Kittle's pretty good, so I ain't gonna say that. We gotta see.
To me, I keep asking everybody the same question. When's the last time we had a good tight end?
Never. We've never had a good tight end.
Charles Sanders. I mean, seriously.
What year was that?
No. I'm gonna rephrase your question. When the last time we had a great tight end? Not good, great.
I didn't even go great because we can't get the great till we pass good. So I'm just trying to figure
out. Hey, Joe Fourier, he was great for one season.
I mean, Stafford was throwing those lobs in the end zone.
Man, he was in the end zone. He was.
They used Joseph Fourier in the end zone, and guess what? Every time he came out of here, what did the defense do? Take him away, and the play was dead. Come on, you. Now the RJ says tight end David Salone was good.
Hey, what is happening?
You know what? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Okay, let me see. Let me see.
He looking for the right. He looking for the right.
I know. That's what it
is. What? Who? David Salone.
Oh man! Oh, look who in the building.
What's up? King joins us. What up? Hey, King.
Oh, what's good, King?
Hey, what's up, King? We got a lot of people, man. They getting real excited about this live show we getting ready to do. So we got to drop some announcements.
Blow up. It's gonna be like King.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, once King subscribers get in here, it's gonna be popping.
It's crazy. Man. What up, King? What up, King? What's up, King?
So look, they coming in. So let me go ahead and give it to them. We got 1, 2, 3, 3. We got 3. What's up, King? Just letting you know. But yeah, we gonna have to. I gotta text you tomorrow, so we can get the announcement videos out, so we can get this thing popping. And it's gonna be nice. It's gonna go down. They are so excited for this.
They mouth are already watering, man.
Right, they want us to do 3-hour shows.
I know, man. This is crazy.
Hey,
love is crazy, man.
They already plotting on us, man.
Yeah,
they already plotting on us.
Yeah, it ain't number love over here, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So where we at on time? Because I don't want us to go over
infinity and beyond.
Yeah, we definitely went over.
Yeah, y'all
the end game.
Listen,
yeah. I know.
This is something that is totally off football. I'm only doing this because I'm excited when I read this. If you are a PlayStation player, they announced that the PlayStation 5 will have backwards compatibility. So all your PS4 games, your PlayStation VR, all that's going to work with this thing. It's supposed to be lit. Go and Google it, look it up. I just want to put that out there. I'm excited for it. I'm a PS4 person.
Yeah, I'm a PS guy too.
Now, Gold Line says, let King call in. King, you feel like calling in?
Man, this dude. Y'all a mess.
I told you their mouth is already watering.
Well, you said Lions at 11-5. Yeah, I had them at 12-4. 11-5 probably.
It's funny. King got them at 11-5. Hey, King, call in 248-294.
And the show has been extended. Special guest.
1-0. No, I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, but I just want to call in.
Challenger.
I'm curious as to what is the games that he see us winning and the games he see us losing.
Man, you know good well you can go off.
Now I was watching your other video. You had us getting swept by the Vikings. Do you still have us getting swept by the Vikings?
What other video? Me?
Yeah, when you were doing your the first video.
I don't think I had a sweat by the Vikings.
I think we are, Travis.
We are, man.
I was just clarifying.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure this is right because this is an actual personal number. Okay, so let's see. King, that you? King, that's you?
Yeah.
What up, though, man?
Yeah, that's me.
King,
what it is still.
They wanted you to call in, man. They are absolutely stoked that we are going to do this live draft thing together. But
I can't wait.
Man, listen, I am very intrigued to find out the games you got us winning and losing. So I'm going to run the Detroit Lions schedule down to you, okay? And you're going to tell me win, loss, and so forth and so on, all right?
All right.
All right, now. First game of the week, we are on the road against the Arizona Cardinals.
Win.
Okay. Second game, at home against the San Diego Chargers.
Loss.
Okay. On the road against the Eagles.
Loss.
Okay. At home against the Chiefs.
You said at home against the Chiefs?
Yep, at home against the Chiefs. Lost. So in the first quarter of the season, you got us starting out 1-3.
Yep, I'm just being safe.
All right.
I truly don't want to do that, but I'm just being safe.
Man, listen.
I think we're going to have those 3 losses and about 2 split games between the Bears and the Vikings.
Okay.
That's my 5 losses.
Okay, so just for the people who listening, I'm gonna go game by game. I see how you did it. I'm with it. I caught up to it, but I gave a story earlier and everybody was confused. So we gonna keep it simple. Okay, on the road against the on the road against the Green Bay Packers.
I got us sweeping the Packers again this year.
All right, so I got a win there. And you got to split with the Vikings, so I can take it the game that we got at home against the Vikings, is you gonna give them a win?
Yeah.
Okay. Giants at home.
Oh, we're gonna kick the Giants' ass.
Okay. All right. At the Oakland Raiders.
That's a win.
All right. Now you got us at 5 wins right now. At the Chicago Bears.
Home or away?
That's we're away on this one.
Oh yeah, I'll give that one a loss.
Okay. At home against the Cowboys.
Win.
That's 6.
They better beat the Cowboys.
Right. You said the same thing.
Right. Man. On the road against the Redskins.
Win.
All right, that's 7. On the road against the Bears.
No, that's at home.
I gave the first Bears a loss.
No, sorry, that's at home. My bad. That's at home. You're right. That's the Thanksgiving game. At home against the Bears.
Right. Yeah. All right. I'll definitely get out a win.
All right. So we at 8. On the road against the Vikings.
Is that did I give him a win already?
You gave him the win. You gave him a win at home. So you give him a loss on the road?
All
right. Against the Buccaneers at home.
I win.
All right. On the road against the Broncos.
Win. Broncos suck.
And then you got us sweeping the Green Bay Packers, so you got us winning that last game. I mean, he stuck to his 11-5 record. I mean, he really did that. That's interesting. We had some games similar, but I got us starting off 3-1.
3-1. Yeah, and you know what? That's my realistic thing. I'm just being safe. I don't want to get too over. The Lions, to me personally, have one of the most favorable schedules I have ever seen
in a long time.
Ever.
Yeah.
In a long time.
It is very favorable.
And I think what makes it favorable is the fact that you have the way they get the game scheduled in and out. Where there's not like a whole bunch of cross travels, and then you got to like stay over there. Then you get one home. This is a pretty standard schedule, in my opinion.
Right. Now the only thing I don't like the bye week being so close.
Yeah, I think we are all in agreement on that. We are all literally like that bye week can kick rocks. We are not feeling this bye week. But I think think that bye week is going to give us a swift chance to go in and beat the Green Bay Packers because they'll be resting up after fighting with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
So I mean, but King, man, we finna get off this thing, man. What you want to tell the people they should expect from this live draft show, man? Because it's gonna be some fun in it.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be some fun, man. I would say on the safe side, don't expect the trade because Bob Quinn spoke in code today, and trade market out there, as far as trade pieces, what we have in order to trade to move in the draft. Now, moving back, that's still a realistic option. Moving up, that's just totally out to me. I don't think the Lions are going to do that at all.
Nope. I've been saying that for a while.
Yeah. And with this draft, I think it's going to be strictly need basis. It's going to be a strictly need basis. They want to fill in them holes, man, and get Matt Patricia his guys, man, so the Lions can go ahead and do what they got to do and take care of business.
Well, I got a very interesting take on it, and when I give it, I know people gonna think I'm crazy, but I definitely wanted to put it out there so people can know it. And again, man, I do appreciate you calling in. I cannot wait till we link up for Thursday's show. We'll talk more about the other days, but I know that all of us are going to be there for that first day. People got that day off work. We ready to rock and roll and talk about it. I got a new phone system I'm gonna have set up and everything, so it's gonna go down.
Oh man, I can't wait, man.
All right. Well, man, listen, appreciate you calling in, man, and I'll be in touch with you tomorrow.
All right, you brothers be safe.
All right, you too.
All right, you too,
man. No, we can't hear us, but still.
Yeah, no, that was what's up, man.
All right, so let's. All right, J-Mo, what you got for the last minutes on the show, man? What you got for us? As we get ready to get
since you were talking about the schedule with King, the reason I think those first 4 games we gonna go anywhere from 2-2 to 3-1 and possibly 4-0. But the thing that I looked at the schedule, I was kind of scared a bit with those first 4 games. But the main thing I love is we get the Chargers early, we get the Eagles early, we get the
Packers.
Huh?
Yeah, the Packers too.
I mean, I can care less where we get the Packers.
Yeah, right. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Hey, I do. I don't want to go out there to go.
No,
I'm not going to be going out there physically, but
no, I'm just saying, like the fact that we got Kansas City and San Diego and the Eagles early when you can beat them early and because I don't want Kansas City. Could you imagine if our schedule was Eagles, Chargers, Chiefs, Packers in December? Oh my goodness, right? That wouldn't be good. And so I'm very, very happy that we have those earlier. And then the middle of our schedule, after we go through those Bears and those Cowboys games, then our schedule gets a little easier, in my opinion. Besides the game against Minnesota, I really like how the schedule. I like how they did it. And you all know, everyone knows, everybody got a Bob Quinn Decipher video coming. We all gonna give you plenty of different perspectives. Be on the lookout for my video, for Luke G video, Noble. I know Gridiron did a live stream. Oh yeah, we about to get into this, man.
All right, next up, we're gonna have Mr. Gridiron Blitz himself, Derrick P. Talk to him, man. What you got for the last bit of this show?
Oh man, what did we pull off time wise, man? This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is epic, man. They
y'all
wanted
rock
it
with us today, and y'all did y'all thing. We appreciate y'all so much for the love. King showed up. That's crazy. I'm telling you, be ready for Thursday because it's going down, and I'm still about to hop on in about 10 minutes. So go ahead and check that out. Be ready for that, guys. But that's all I got, man.
All right, and the Noble Sports Entertainment, where we talk sports, period. What you got for us?
Yeah, man, great show, man. Definitely, man, nothing but love for everything King coming on the show and chopping it up with us for a minute. But definitely, man, great expectations, man. Only thing I can say is, man, I'm glad that it's coming down to next week. We don't have to keep talking about all these different players, giving you all these different opinions. It's coming down to making the right decision next week. Make the right decision, get the impact players, and let's go get them.
Okay. All right, and shout out to LeBron King who says, "Go Lions, man! Welcome to the show. I know you came a little late. I don't know if you're here all the time, but happy to have you. Please go and subscribe to all of our channels. They are linked in my description." And Ted Chaney says, "Chicago and Minnesota both sold out the farm last year. You ain't got to tell me. That's why I ain't got no faith in them."
And shout out Josh McDonald. He subbed to the channel, man.
Yeah,
Yep,
definitely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey, shout out Josh.
Yeah, he clearly said y'all got to earn his notification bell, but y'all got the sub. So I mean that's crazy, but okay.
Yeah, Josh, you're gonna make us wait, huh, Josh?
I see, right? But here's where I want to lead you guys, man. That listen, we really do appreciate y'all coming out, man. This chat has stayed consistently at 70 people. I truly appreciate y'all coming out and supporting us. I am going to do something live tomorrow, so you might want to hit that notification bell to stay tuned for that. And as always, I leave you with this great piece of advice, people. Don't be no chump. Please do your research. We out.